We're talking shit from the drama. Coming up and send you to your mama. Mr. Whip, and the gun down.
Hi guys.
I
Tonight
like that.
we're playing D&D, but we're still waiting for some people, so we thought we'd just hang out and talk a little bit about stuff. XDo is our game master, and this is really his show, so I'm just hosting until he gets his own channel going.
Yeah.
And we've got Whip and Scotty.
And we're waiting on a few other folks that may or may not be coming in. Skipper has some fish that he's acclimating. Killer Kitty is working. Kalish is on her way home from work. Professor Fish Tanks is on his way home from a meeting. Coro, I don't know, might be working. So we'll see what we can come up with for a party here. But yeah, what you want to talk about? Fish stuff? You want to talk about D&D stuff? You want to talk about sports ball stuff?
Let's talk fish until we get to D&D. But guys, D&D, a lot of people don't know what D&D is, and it's kind of a game that's played out in your mind. So you're imagining what to do, and the dungeon master is the guy that's always giving us different things that can come at us. And it's kind of like those books where you open up and choose your own adventure. He's got, like, if you're going through a dungeon or going through the woods, he knows on the map where different things are going to come out in different scenarios. And then we have to react to the different scenarios. And it's not all just by, us reacting. We also have the fate of the dice. And that's where the dice come in. So, like, if, let's say there's a trap hidden with leaves, and we're all walking across it, XDo has to say, or has to look at us and see if anybody's going to fall in it. So we roll our dice to see if we notice it, or maybe we're dexterity is good enough that we don't notice it, but we can jump out of the way, or maybe we just fall and crash to our death. So it's just, there's lots of different objects to D&D. But we can talk fish right now. Tomorrow, I'm going to a fish store that just opened up a week ago.
Ooh, neat.
In Paducah.
Paducah.
I met the couple in the OCA, and they left 11 of their Hillstream loaches under their actually, it was under Oinky's chair.
Yep. And
they left early, and they took all their stuff with them from the auction, but they forgot their loaches. So we tried calling them, and they were already like 4 hours away. So I've been homing these things for almost 3 months.
Wow.
I just got Hellstream loaches. They're pretty awesome. I really like them. I'm hoping to be able to breed them. I have no clue how, but I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I know nothing about them, but is there multiple different species like a lot of fish?
I think
like if you say Hillstream loach, are there multiple versions of that?
Yes, that
sure
I do know. I got the reticulated.
Those are the more common, or no?
I believe so.
Then that's probably what I had. I did have one for a long time. And then my tank went sideways and everything died. So I don't know what happened, but
I hate that.
Well, I was told that they breed in little caves. So, like, if you do the same for plecos, they'll drop their eggs, but I don't think the males stay on the eggs. They just lay their eggs in caves and leave. And that's what I should have done, is I should have put little caves in my tank to try to catch or have some babies. But I kept thinking every week I thought I was going to give them to them, and it never worked out.
Put them in tonight. Maybe you'll get lucky.
And then I pack them up tomorrow. I may not be able to get them out of the caves. I put them in my Daisy ricefish tank on per thing in there. That's going to be hard for them to hide in, because I just put spawning mops in there. So I thought I'm going to put them in this 40 breeder. They can suck on the walls, and I'll learn about them. I feed them frozen brine shrimp, and they eat the flakes that the guppies or that the rice fish are eating. But yeah, they've been a lot of fun. They're a neat little guy or guys. In there, mine are say mine. They're green with little yellow spots down their back. So I really haven't seen this type before. I just hope I can catch all 11 of them tomorrow. But I noticed they love the flake food. So as soon as I drop the flake food, they get off the glass and go straight for it. So I'm going to try to catch them while they're on the bottom of the tank instead of on the glass. But yeah, I wonder how much Babbitt points that you'd get for Hillstream loaches. I don't know. They're kind of an oddity fish, aren't they, guys?
I would think so. I don't see him around here.
Yeah. Well, Sean Peck's always had like one or two in his tank, in one of his real pretty tanks. But
I see him online all the time, but I don't see him locally.
These were bought from Sabu. Am I saying that right? He's one of the dealers that was at the Clash. He was also
Samurai Aquatics. That's who mine are from as well, because he moved out by my area and brought them to the club auction last weekend.
Neat. Well, they bought everything he had at the show because he was just trying to empty tanks, and they said they were buying out fish for their store. So I don't know what type of deal he ran them, but probably some type of good deal. But I think I'm gonna try to buy like 10 of them from him because it's really neat to see that many together. It's very cool.
Yeah, I think Dan's got another set of those too. I think he showed those off the other night, and that's a fish I haven't tried that might be worth trying. I think they'd be pretty cool.
They are pretty cool, and they don't hide as much as like people make them out to be. Mine was out all the time.
Interesting. Yeah, like I've got tanks with like community tanks with corridors that I don't even ever see the cories.
My dad called it when he would come over and feed the fish. He'd stay at my place for the week or whatever, and he'd sit where the tank used to be. It was right next to the chair he sat in, and he used to call it his. What happened to that little alien fish? Because you know the face hugger from Aliens.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Just what it reminded him of.
Funny.
You can totally see that. I'm going to bring up Dan's fish. Let's see. I don't think he would mind if we shared his website.
Wow.
No, I'm sure not.
Try it again, Scotty. You were.
Sorry. Dan has a couple different species of Hillstream loaches, if I remember correctly. But I do know the reticulated ones. I was able, again, thanks to a club auction, I was able to get 3 of them for the price of 1 of his.
Yeah.
Well, he's pretty upfront about that. He quarantines them. He gets them fat and healthy, and then he charges you a little bit more. So you know going in that you're going to spend more for one of his fish, knowing it's going to be healthy.
Yep.
Yeah, but the quality is definitely there with him, which I like.
Yeah, but if you've got a local club, I mean, that's always a better option.
Absolutely.
You don't have the shipping time and all that hassle and stress.
Yep, I agree 100%.
But yeah, my local club is 3 hours away. So especially in the middle of winter, I'm not trying to go up there for anything. Much easier to get stuff ordered. Normally,
the Quad City swap is like an hour and a half. And this last time it was 3 because of the it had just snowed, and then the next day or whatever it was, that Saturday was super windy, so it was just drifting across I-88 and causing all kinds of havoc.
Yep.
Semis and cars and everybody else was just in the ditches. I counted at least 15, 20 cars in the
I was a couple of weeks ago supposed to go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which is an hour and a half away to a doctor's appointment. And it was when we had that snow and that bitter cold. And I'm like, no, we can reschedule this for later. I'm not doing it.
I wasn't that smart. I went.
Anymore.
And nobody was there. That was the best part. Nobody was there. The vendors didn't show up. Half.
Oh God.
So I drove all the way out there, and there was nothing there.
Funny. Yeah, so about $20 a piece. They are cool.
I'm gonna run quick and see if they're the reticulated. It doesn't seem like they have that many spots on them. The ones that are in my fish tank. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go look. Yeah, I actually just got some Tetras from Dan last week for the 125 because that thing crashed a couple of months ago, and then the local water department changed one of their main filters, and so I had crap unfiltered water for 2 months, and so was carting in gallon jugs of RO water from the grocery store that I'd go refill for 39 cents a piece. And finally now the water is flushed through and clean, quote unquote. So I finally ordered some Tetras from Dan and got those last week, and yeah, the beginning of restocking that 125, because eventually I do want like 150 Tetras in there of various styles.
That's a lot of Tetras.
I know, but it's 125. Why not?
Do Tetras crossbreed?
I don't think
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so either.
I've never heard of it.
Some of them might. Like if you had neon Tetras and black striped Tetras, they might. But typically my Tetras I don't really breed them because they're in community tanks, and it's just for the schooling. That big 125. I just want the big motion.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
They're beautiful fish. I got some really exciting news today. The grant for first-time homebuyers, first responders that ran out of money got replenished today. So I'm going to talk to the mortgage person tomorrow and hopefully get reapproved again. And there's actually a house that I have my eyes on right now as well. And the market is doing a lot better.
Nice.
Is it close to where you're at, or do you have to go a long ways to get there?
The house I'm looking at is about 5 minutes from where I'm living now. So It's still a hike to work, which sucks. But it's a lot easier to get a home in Delaware than it is in New Jersey. So
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, there's Professor Fish. He's here. Or Professor Fish Tanks is here.
Oh, good.
And Caro is in the chat.
Are you coming up, Professor?
I bet you he's still in the car. And there's Tampa Tom, and Stephen P is in the house.
Stephen P.
We also have a Fish Family sighting.
Oh, I need to mute that. Sorry.
It looks like Dan has sold out a couple of the fish because Oinky and I were looking at the fish yesterday on Dan's on his page together, because she's got like $200 or $100 worth of gift certificates to Dan from Kelly Foreman's stream when it was her birthday. And then Kelly Foreman also was her Secret Santa, so she got another $50. So she has $100 worth from Dan. So we were looking at fish, but one of the ones that I was interested in, I don't see it here anymore. So Dan just must That's awesome that Dan's selling fish out that fast.
Yeah, he moves them pretty quick. I got some of those Coletti tetras, which are really pretty. They kind of remind me of the Kalitawa rainbow fish. Just nice bright red fins on the back. I think I got the last 9 of those that he had. And then I got some of those Bolivian orange that you just scrolled past. And then I got some of those blue cochas that you're looking at right now. Yeah, those Colettis are really pretty.
Really pretty.
He has some beautiful killifish right now as well. They're mostly annuals, but they are beautiful.
Yeah, so it's funny because my Secret Santa from Fish Fam gave me a $50 gift card. But I was like 2 days past the 30 days they want to give you to use it, so I couldn't use it, and I didn't want to miss out on those Colettis before they sold out, so I just paid the shipping or the extra $50, and they then renewed or extended that gift card so I can use it on my next order. And I'm really thinking the killifish might be one of the things that I want to start exploring next, because I've never done those either.
I would start with a non-annual to begin with, but he has some easy to breed
We lost you, Scotty.
Yeah, I'm just mostly worried about. Well, I've got lids on all my tanks, but I'm just worried about them jumping a little bit.
How high do you think a flower horn, even a baby, can jump?
Oh man,
I bet you the babies can jump better than the older ones, because I bet that new goal slows them down a little.
Well, this might be a female, because I've had her for a while now and still no hump. But I'm going to build a, what do they call that? Like the wooden canopy that goes over the lip of the tank. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like the wooden stand on the bottom and then a wooden framework on top.
That's what I have right here on this tank here. Is I made this metal or this wood frame.
I want to do that and just not put a lid on it. And
I got you. Yeah,
I'm hoping that it's tall enough that I build it tall enough where he can't still get out of there.
Yeah.
This is see how I made it? You can see the grain real pretty, but unfortunately I've packed a whole bunch of stuff on it right now, but
that's what happens.
Yeah, I took a 6-inch 1x. So it's 1 inch thick but 6 inches tall. And then I took a 1x2 and I laid it on the inside, so that way it sits directly on top of the lip of the tank. And then I drilled holes in the back of the canopy so the tubes and stuff can go into it.
Right.
So I don't have to have them looping over.
Well,
I really need to fill that tank and do something with it. Maybe I'll do that tonight.
Was that the one that was going to be one day your salt, and then you just never did it?
No, it's my cave plant or my cave tank.
Oh.
And every time I get a new type of new idea, people tell me, "Oh no, you don't want those."
Don't listen to people. You do what you want to do.
Let's see. It's a pretty cool tank because it's constantly changing colors too. Here, what I'll do is I'll send it to myself and then post it on
there you go
as a layover.
Cool. Yeah, my absolute least favorite part of keeping fish is when I have to move fish. And I'm going to have to move fish pretty soon because I've got 2 29s that I'm going to tear down, and I've got a new rack that'll in place of those is going to be 4 40s. So I've got a little extra space on the side. So I need to pull all those fish out of there and do fish Tetris. I hate that because it just stresses the fish out so much and makes me feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be cool once I get those 4 40s set up in there, then I can do a little bit more.
I don't
I
want to
videotaped making the. Sorry, Scotty, I didn't hear you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
I don't want to jinx it because I'm not quite there yet, but I'm almost home.
Hey.
Yeah.
My ride is usually a solid 45 minutes.
And now that you've said that, you're going to hit the traffic jam of all traffic jams.
Don't say that.
See, there's the cave tank. It's really a neat tank.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
When I was taking the picture, I was trying to pick up all my medallions and stuff, and one fell through in the inside. But we want to fill it with just a bunch of. I was going to go snowball shrimp, but what I should probably do is do like blue dreams. They'd be pretty cool, crawling all over the insides.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't do that. That's a bad idea.
I don't know.
I'm just playing.
I just found out that snowballs are a different species than like your common shrimp, all of your other neocaradinas. So
They won't
therefore, they're
breed?
actually a separate BAP. Because your
Never tried
cherry
getting
shrimp
bat
and
points for
everything,
shrimp.
Your cherry shrimp and all of them, they're Neocaridina davidi, but snowballs are something different. I forget what the name is.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I might actually have some waiting for me when I get home. I don't know if they're coming today or tomorrow.
Ooh.
I looked at the snowball or the hill strain. Oh, what'd I do? I can't find my my Dan's fish. There it is. The hill strand loaches are the reticulated that I have. It's just that the skin is more of a dark green and the yellows are a lot brighter yellow. It's probably just the difference of taking that photo with a camera.
Yeah. Oh, Nancy B, hello.
Nancy B in Tennessee. I'll be driving by her house tomorrow.
I could be wrong, but I think I heard that she said she's over by Nashville, right? Or no?
Yeah, she's north of Nashville.
North of Nashville.
But I have to drive it. Well, not Cookville. What's Clarksville? Like, but between Clarksville and Nashville.
Well, that would be Cooksville.
Yeah, Clarksville is like right on the border of Kentucky and Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a friend who lives in where the hell is it's dang it, on the western part of the state, Humboldt, Tennessee. I got a friend in that area.
I don't know where that is. I'm sorry.
So yeah, it's the western somewhere. It's just a little town.
Oh,
But he keeps asking me to come down and visit. And I'm like, yeah, I could come down and I could do a road trip and go see Ed and a bunch of people down there.
Yeah, if he's on the west side, he's probably near Memphis area, and that's like almost a 7-hour drive. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's away from you.
The state's real long and skinny, and
Yep.
I'm way at the east far corner almost.
Yep.
Not the top east corner, but the bottom east corner.
Bottom east corner. Yeah, because you're pretty close to Georgia, right?
Yeah, right there on the border, and Alabama, where they touch.
Yep. Yeah, so it'd be a hike from him, but
Check this out. Dan has some of the mollies that I have. These are the mollies that I got second place at the Clash 2 years ago.
ooh,
I had no idea that they are valued at a pair for $86.
wow.
I've got a tank of 50 or of a 55-gallon tank because they were outgrowing their 20 long. And I feed them high. I was told by a guy down in Florida to feed them high protein, and so that's what I do, and it makes them more gold.
Oh,
So
hold the door. Leslie Perry, you're in Tennessee too? Is that what I just read?
Cannon County. Huh.
So you and I must be very close, because I am really close to dead center. If you know where Sparta and Spencer is.
I do.
Huh.
I know you do. You've been to my place.
Well, I'll be driving towards your place to get to Nashville because I take the mountain way.
Do you take 111 up there?
Yeah, I take that up, and then but I don't go all the way up to your property. I turn, and then I think maybe it's 9 or 6. You go straight to Murfreesboro, straight across. You go by the Amish communities and all the flea markets, and then
Yep, I've been down there. I was looking at a shed from the old Amish folk.
And my sister's going to be, Whip's going to be about a 40-minute drive from me, and my sister's going to be a 15-minute, or not a 15, but a 20 in between Whip and me. So I'm going to invite Whip to some Halloween parties once he moves out here.
I don't even have to dress up. I'll scare the little kids.
Right now, all the kids are grown up. She's got one left that's, well, actually, she has 2. The senior is in high school, but he's got a part-time, or I think he's got a full-time job. He's homeschooling with the electric company down here. And he first got a job with the state carrying out brush to slow down fires, forest fires. And then the electric company hired him to clear out the brush underneath the electric lines because he wants to be a linesman eventually, like his big brother. His big brother is actually a foreman linesman down in Texas. And we've got Professor Fish Tanks in the house.
Woohoo!
Hello.
Welcome. Awesome.
Sorry for the delay. A certain meeting got a little too longer than expected.
No worries. We've been hanging out talking. Yeah, and Leslie Perry had asked earlier, is this about fish? It's about fish right now, Leslie.
Yeah, right.
While we're waiting for people to roll in, and then we're going to try to do some D&D.
Fish and D&D.
Fish
Can you get
geeks.
any bigger than that?
But in the meantime, well, things we all have in common. So,
Of course.
Well, when Scotty gets home, maybe that should be our go-ahead to start rolling. And then that would be 4 adventures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we
then I
just-
think Kayla said something about 8 o'clock, so that she's only 15 minutes away.
yep.
Look at these pretty endlers. These guys are really neat.
Coro's working. Man, if anybody wants endlers, talk to me. I have so many damn endlers. and it's a mix of snow cross and white cross that I got from James at Fisher and Fever and Lucas LRB. And yeah, I have way too many of them.
Did you see
Well,
that? She's
I've got
getting
those same
Kayla.
ones.
She's getting set up right now.
Sweet.
Do you
Awesome.
have any Scarlet Endlers? Sorry.
No, I just had the White Cross and Snow Cross is what they were called.
Gotcha.
Look at how
But they're
pretty
pretty.
these guys are.
They're a mix of the bright green. Some of them have a little more orange. Some of them have a little more black. Most of them are double veil tails. There's some that come through with a more spotted guppy form still, so it's not a super pure line, but they breed like crazy and they're easy. Yeah, if anybody has any interest in antlers, hit me up. I got the connection.
I'm trying to get a solid pink Inler. I've been working on this line for almost 2 years, and it took us back when I had my heart surgery because I couldn't get to my fish for like 5 months because I couldn't walk down the stairs.
Yep.
And I'd given my mom and dad a fish tank. I gave my fish tank to my dad, but I told them they could take whatever fish they wanted out of my fish room to fill it. Well, I had no idea that he was going to take all my pink breeding males and put them in that tank, and then they all died like after a week. So it's like,
Oh
he
no.
knocked out 8 of my pink Inlers that I was working so hard on. Oh, we lose Scotty. We lost Scotty for a second. Let me get him back up here. We lost
All
you,
right.
Scotty.
I'm home.
Woohoo!
Oh, awesome.
Yay.
For the first few minutes, I'm gonna be like in and out because I'm gonna eat something real quick. But while I'm doing that, I'm gonna get my D&D Beyond up and whatever that other thing is I need.
I'm doing the same thing. Scotty, me and you got home at the same time.
Roll 20.
Roll
Yeah,
20.
but I stayed 15 minutes later and lived further.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well,
Oinky.
I'll be right back then while you guys get set up. I'm gonna
Oinky.
smoke a- I'm gonna smoke a cigarette.
Or may not be putting glowfish together, and if they happen to breed, and then giving them away free. Mine, the glowfish dinos. I'm working on yellow ones. There's a guy at my club that has pink ones, and he gives those out free to everybody at like whenever they ask for them, and they're really neat. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to give some out free also. I know a lot of people hate the glow fish, but I kind of like it when somebody tells me I'm not allowed to breed and sell. It's like, well, I won't sell them, but I can't tell a living thing not to breed.
Yeah, I can't remember what live stream it was. I think it was Steven and Kelly's like the Wet Your Plants live stream where they were talking about the. Was it that one or was it a different one? I can't remember. It was either them or Skipper's live stream, and they were talking about the glowfish and the whole, the gene that is actually patented.
Jellyfish?
So, yeah. So they'll breed because it's part of nature, but you can't sell them for profit.
Yeah.
But if
Hey,
you have,
Not to derail, but just to bring this to everybody's attention, there's some royalty in the house. Mr. Rack Cross has joined us.
Oh my gosh! Hi, Rack. I bought some paint yesterday that I think is going to work with your koi. I haven't been able to find the perfect pearl white paint, and I think I bought some yesterday. I'm going to try, and so I can finally paint this guy. Rack is awesome. But Rack, what we're doing here is XDo is a dungeon master for Dungeons and Dragons, and he is opening it up to anybody who wants to play with us. And we're just kind of doing a learning get-together of Dungeons and Dragons for anybody who wants to try.
Hey, Rack. How's it going?
We'd love to have you, Rack, if you ever want to play with us. Rack would be amazing.
He's like, I don't want to play with you. You're a bunch of nerds.
Oh,
We are
Rack
a bunch
is
of
doing
nerds, and that's
something I
what we
used to
love.
do.
I believe I think I'm all set up with Roll20 and Beyond D&D if somebody wants to confirm that.
Honestly, I don't know how I can do that.
Let me see.
Can you move your guy around?
I
I
believe
don't even know if
I'm still
even-
trying to.
have I even launched. I don't even think I launched the game yet, guys.
It's up for me. I can move my guy,
Okay.
and somebody
Yeah,
else is
I can
moving.
move my guy.
Yeah, I can move mine.
Let's see.
Excellent. So it's just not launched on my end, which is fine. I did do a little bit of updating on the tokens, just so
I
they're a
see
little
that.
bit more consistent. Let's see, where are you all at?
Who's Ocean Kind? Is that
That's me.
that's you?
Yeah.
He's the only one that's not. Well, maybe not. Now that I'm looking.
I think
Oh,
from the
no.
last time when you were moving the characters over, something happened with mine, and the image did not go through.
Hang on. Let me see.
By the way, don't mind me if you see me eating.
Yeah, I usually just put myself. Stop the cam. You guys don't want to watch me eat.
Whoa, what happened to me? There I am.
Okay. So I just moved you all to the right level, I think.
I
Hey,
can
look
move.
at that.
Oh, there.
Yay!
go.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
And I'm an actual person now. Yay.
Okay, so everybody can move. Everybody can do what they need to do.
Sir,
Yep.
yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. I like it. Okay.
Hey, I can move. I can move Kitty too.
Oh. Well, do you want to play her tonight? Because if she's not able to join us.
And I can move Kalish. What's going on?
Oh, it's probably the way I've got stuff assigned.
Oh.
Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making it up. Let's see here. Kalish.
You know what? I've got a situation here.
Uh-oh.
Killer last week shared her screen because when I share my screen, I'm not allowed to talk because I have a lot of static. Would you be
Oh,
able
yeah.
to share your screen whip so that way? Because that screen I was just showing everybody, that whole time I was muted and I didn't realize it. So for some reason, I've
Share
got a bug.
share
so what you do is
my
go to
Oh, bye.
so I go to share. I've done this once before, or twice, or three times.
percent.
Oh,
For
but it's
some
not there.
reason.
Where is share? I don't see
Well, there should be like 6 buttons underneath your StreamYard main screen:
it. Yeah.
mute, stop cam, settings, and then percent. But maybe yours is share screen instead of percent.
No, it does say percent.
Percent. Okay, click that.
Share screen.
Yep, and you want to pick the screen of the. Oh, Kalish.
Hey,
Hi there.
Hey-o.
You want to share
Hello.
this
Hooray!
the screen of all the. And I'm sorry, I forgot all about this. I would have had this done before the show started.
It's okay. It's the process that's interesting.
No worries. We're all just learning.
Which one am I sharing, Ed? Is it
The map screen.
so the Roll20?
Yeah, the Roll20.
Rack. Yeah, believe it or not.
Oh, whoops. I think I just muted Kalish because I was trying to move the other. I'm sorry. Let's see.
No worries.
There we go. Okay, you're good. I'm so sorry. There we go. Okay,
that
we're
working?
cooking with grease now, folks.
Will I need to do anything
Hmm.
with that screen that I shared with you,
Nope.
Ed?
Just whatever you're seeing is what we see. So just keep that in mind.
On that page.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But if you
I
drop
think-
this page, it might show something else. I don't know. It might show your character sheet.
There's nothing else to see.
Well, I mean, like your character sheet's probably somewhere too.
Oh yeah, you're right. So if that, something like that, it'd show my character sheet or
And I mean, it's not like there's secrets on your character sheet, so it's all
Nope.
right. It'd be more if it's a dungeon master sheet we'd be seeing. That would be bad.
right.
And yes, Rack, that is Chadnugad giving tech advice.
That's as bad as me
Look how
doing
far
it.
you've come, Ed. How far you've come. Love it.
I
Scotty,
know,
you
I
and
bought-
technical issues are just a joy to watch.
I'm allergic.
I bought my tickets to the Clash yesterday,
Whoop, whoop.
and I had this information sent directly to Oinky, so I don't have a chance to mess it up.
Fair point.
All right.
All right.
I think Oinky might be leaving.
Oh,
That's all right. Have a good one, sweetheart. She's probably going to watch somebody that's doing a real fish stream. I'm not for sure who's going right now on Tuesday, but I totally don't blame anybody for.
It's usually Rico doing his focus on, but I think Foxy and them are doing their members only.
Oh, very cool. Oh, and Stephen.
oh yeah. Stephen P says Foxy and Peplin are about to start their member stream. Cool. Well, it's all right. We'll take what we can get.
Yeah, I'll apologize later to him.
I don't think we're gonna pull too many people away from them, so it'll be all right.
Yeah, no, right. If anything, we're gonna lose like half the 22 we've got. Rack, it can vary. But like today, we're gonna go probably an hour or two, but that's not gonna end the game. It just end the day, and then it can last weeks, months, even a year.
Yeah,
depending on
ongoing
how big
campaigns,
the
campaigns can take a long time, but
Yep.
Sessions themselves, when I used to play in high school and college, we would go 6 or 8 hours. We'd do a whole weekend with
I have
chips and
pizza.
soda and whatever else. But typically with these, we go a couple of hours. That
because we're
seems
old
about
and we have responsibilities now. We're
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we'll see if I don't think anybody else is going to show up. I think Skipper's doing fish stuff.
Yeah.
Killer Kitty's working. Koro's working. Scotty's here. Professor Fish Tanks is here. Kalish is here. So before
I don't
we
want
get started,
I don't want to speak for her, but I think she said she could be here by 8:30.
Killer Kitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I either read that or she said that, but I don't want to hold her for that because who knows?
You may be right. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, and when she shows up, she'll show up. Before we begin, before we jump in, do you want to go around the horn and tell us a little bit about your character that you're playing? Ed, do you want to start? It's your
Sure.
first
I'm a
up
dark
on-
elf named Granite. I don't have a last name yet, but Granite, the war priest, who is always looking for adventure since he's lost his army.
Very
That's all
good.
you
Very
get.
good.
Hey,
Whips.
just before, did you get it figured out, Kalish, or no?
Not yet. I'm not sure why the Roll20 is not allowing me access.
What? Oh. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, you're not. I have you added, just like everybody else, but for some reason, you're not showing up on my list. I don't know why.
Can we just run without it?
Still trying to. Well, as long as you can move your character, you should be okay. Can you move your character, Kalish?
Through D&D Beyond? How would I do that?
Can you get into Roll20 at all?
Well, I'm logged into Roll20, but it says that I can't. The link that you sent me says that I'm not authorized.
Oh, that's freaking weird.
When you
Let me
first log
see.
in, when you first log into Roll20, do you see a spot where you can join the campaign? Because you played before, right?
Right, yeah, I played
Oh,
with
you know what?
Chris.
You might have to leave the campaign you were in and then rejoin.
Oh,
If it doesn't say like Xanadu's, what the hell is it called? Xanadu.
Xanadu's D&D Club or Xanadu's Dungeon Fiasco.
Yeah, on your character, when you log into your characters, you should be able to see each one, assuming you have more than one, what campaign they're
okay.
associated with.
Sure. All right, join a game, game groups. Is there a way to search for specific?
Well, on your D&D Beyond, where does it say you're logged in at?
It says I don't have any tagged games. Create a game, join a game.
Where do I
Let's go to my homepage. We'll start there. It shows two games, the Fish Fam and then a game that I was playing with, but it doesn't say that I'm in anything. So I can
So you're
click
not-
join a game.
Does it say Fish Fam or X-Do or whatever?
It's Fish Fam. It's
No,
the one
not
that we
that
did with
one.
Chris.
That's the one
Yeah,
with Chris.
that's-
You don't want to go
that's-
to that one.
Chris is.
Is there a way to, if I click join games, is there a way to search for this one specifically?
Hang on. Let me do this. You're still on Discord, right?
Yes.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I can move her, so you can.
That's
As long
whatever's
as you
easiest.
can you see the board that we're sharing? You'd have to go.
I just sent you the
I
link.
can see it on
Discord
StreamYard.
again. Yeah, you want to be in Roll20 to be able to see the map. Or you could,
Okay.
well, yeah, I guess you could do it in StreamYard too. You just can't roll there, but we can figure that out.
Let me try signing out and then signing back in.
Yeah, you have to assign your character. Remember when we played on the one-off? You have to get out of that campaign before you join this campaign.
Did you see the link that was just posted in Discord?
Ah, there it is. It says launch game. Just hit that, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yay.
Dun, 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 dun.
And there she is.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Let me see if I can
That's
also
great.
then go change your thing. Thanks for your patience, everyone.
Thank you.
We're going to get to the hacking and slashing soon, I promise. Let me see. There we go. Okay. Yes, now you're in. Now you're in, and we should be all good. Hopefully. Again, I don't know. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, so.
Yeah, that worked because now I cannot move you. So you are definitely logged into your own character now.
Cool. Cool. All right. All right, let's continue with the introductions. Ed is a cleric who likes to smash things. Whip, who are you playing?
I forget. I am a male wood elf fighter who has joined the party just to be with friends and defend my homeland or something or other. I forget what my backstory was.
It was my army was fighting your army. I know that much.
Yes, that's true. We made that known the last time.
Yep. The Drow and the Wood Elves. Ancient battle. Okay, so you're a half-elf fighter.
Yep.
Skipper the Barbarian is not here. Killer Kitty is playing a dwarf paladin. And then that brings us to Scotty.
I am short and stout. I'm a stout halfling wizard. While I may be short and stout, don't worry. I'm still very mighty and powerful. And I don't remember the backstory or any of that stuff. I had to look up what I just said.
That's fine. Coro plays a bugbear monk. He's not with us tonight. Professor Fish Tanks. Who are you?
My name, excuse me. My name is Kinnarin Oceankind. I am a half-elf warlock. My interests include scouring the world for any form of knowledge possible.
Excellent. I like it. And Kalish?
I am playing Tika. What did I call her? Tika Lightfinger. She's a halfling bard who is pretty much out for adventure, going after whatever kind of good little trinkets and fun stuff she can find, and she's always pretty much looking for a good time.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, so last time, a couple of weeks ago, you had all signed up for a job escorting a caravan across the desert. You got swept off track by a brutal sandstorm that lasted 2 or 3 days. You hunkered down. You were on the verge of running out of food, running out of water. Coro, before you left the town, had grabbed a bunch of stuff and put it in a keg to ferment because he's a brewer. That got left behind in the wagon. Most of your supplies got left behind in the wagon. Whatever you have in your inventory is what you have on you. And I did a little bit of looking last week, and you are definitely, the group is definitely just about out of food and water through the middle of this desert when you come across the top of this pyramid, inverted step pyramid. And you investigated, you found a door on the side with a dead hobgoblin body, and it was a crossbow trap on the top level of the pyramid. There were 3 big statues at the top of the pyramid, which if Killer Kitty were here, she could recite what they are, but they're essentially the gods of this former city. Below that, the shafts below the statues continued down, and there are ladders. So you came down the ladders, avoiding the traps in that first room, by the way. And you have all just climbed down the ladders into this room. It is a 40 by 40 foot chamber. It's filled with pallets and boxes. There's a lot of machinery. There's like pulleys and gears and levers. There's some large covered clay pots. And as you come in to the room down the ladder, in from this side comes this thing, which let me see if I can get, let me see if I can find the picture and post it somewhere else. Oh, I don't have it. Please stand by. See this quick and easy. I mean, you can kind of see it there, but let's see. Chat. No, it's not working for me. Sorry. Sorry, I don't know how to post a picture of it. But what you recognize is it is a beetle, and it has these glowing two glands in the front of the beetle that glow and give off a bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. This guy seems pretty hungry, and he charges in and is going to attack.
Sounds like we need to do initiative already. I like this.
Yeah, let me get the tracker open if I can find it. Yep, so you want to be sure that you're clicked on your character, and then if you go to roll 20, then you can roll initiative. There.
Whoa. That's like the best I've ever rolled for initiative.
Wait a minute.
Where is
There's
initiative
the
again?
problem.
Kind of center top underneath short rest.
You did it, Usama.
I did? Oh.
Oh.
He did? You sure about that?
It said on my screen turn order, it says Professor Fish 19.
I think that was, isn't that from last time though?
Oh.
Yeah, let me clear out the last one, sorry, because it still had goblins in there.
I'm
And I
probably going to
found
go.
the initiative one. So
That's my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, re-roll, and I can go in and change them if needed. Sorry about that.
Oh, I like this one too. That
Oh.
works.
You actually did better.
Oh, we all have to re-roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
what? I got a 5.
Jeez. I somehow managed to do worse.
I did way worse.
I did way worse than last time. Last time was 19.
3.
Oh.
I can change them too, but let me see if I can get to this. And turn. And turn.
Is it me or am I hearing like tapping?
Somebody's got a nervous tap going on.
Can I is this the beetle that we're looking at?
Oh wow.
Yes.
Pretty big and ugly. Anytime you want me to pop that, I will. Or maybe I'll pop it on its turn so we can see its face.
Yeah, you could pop it up if you can. It's not
How big
letting
is
me do
that
it.
thing?
Good question.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Yes, it is bigger than a bread box. Giant. Huh. It's interesting because the module gives me an appendix at the back with the monsters, but these guys don't seem to be in there. Huh. Give me just a second. Let me see if I can find it. Giant fire beetle. Where is this? Okay, these guys.
It's weird. I'm looking up the monster manual and it doesn't have their size either. That's really annoying.
Let's do this. See if that'll work.
It said sometimes they're accompanied by small ones that are a foot long.
Does that work? You guys see that guy in the chat?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
everybody can see him.
It actually says small beast, but small is like slightly smaller than human sized, right? So they're probably 3 or 4 feet long. Or
Okay, so smaller than Scotty.
Pretty gross. I don't like bugs.
Okay, so let's see here. We have, let me rotate these guys top to bottom.
What's that tapping noise? It keeps going away.
I don't know. Maybe I
it's
need
not
to. Hang on.
Yeah, I asked about that earlier too, but it's gone now.
Wow, the DM is rolling great tonight. 1. What the heck? $10. Okay. Let us then resort. So you have initially one of these things charges in, then a second one comes in behind it, and we are at the top of the order. Scotty Too Hottie, you are up, my friend. What do you do?
I was talking to myself because I was on mute. I'm going to kill the thing.
Okay.
Good luck.
Sounds like a good plan.
It sounded good. All right, let's see here. I gotta learn. I got all these new toys and everything, you know. All right, so I am close enough. I'm gonna move. Actually, I'm gonna stay right here because I have a short bow. So I'm gonna use that.
Okay, roll to hit.
I gotta figure out how again. Here I go. Let's try this. Ooh. And then
That would be a hit.
Nice job, Scotty.
I told you I was gonna kill the thing.
You're the best archer I know.
I don't know if it worked, but
That is actually enough to kill that guy.
Right of
Take
his
him off the map.
But I still
Kayla,
get
you're up.
Don't I get another
Oh.
attack?
If you want to, yes. Well, do you have another attack?
I don't know. How do I know?
Go
I get
to
my-
bonus actions.
Well, first level, you probably don't.
Like I
Yeah,
have a,
You're right. I'm used to my other character. I'm done.
Yeah, not with a short bow. But you do have movement if you want. Do you have bonus actions?
I have two weapon
No.
fighting.
You don't.
I'm good where I am.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, Kalish, you're up.
All right. Well, I am going to, I guess, attack with my. Oh, I guess all I'm showing is an unarmed strike. I thought I had a short sword. So I was
you
going to
probably
attack. Whereas. I was looking under attack, and all I see was unarmed strike.
Yeah, because it
Uh-oh,
looks
there-
like you don't have your.
I haven't
You don't
filled
have
out my
the-
inventory, have I? Okay,
So,
let's see if I can do this real quick.
What do you have in your inventory?
Nothing.
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 Hey,
Well, I had
hey,
weapons last time around. I think whatever I did when I switched it over didn't carry through.
Yeah, that's cool. We can go up and go back and catch up on the equipment portion of it, or you can do it in between turns. If you just go in your D&D Beyond, if you go into inventory, manage inventory, then you can add stuff. But a short sword. Is a 1d6 piercing damage. So just give me a d20 roll.
Is there a place to do just a quick roll from beyond?
Bottom left. Bottom, unless you're in. I guess it depends on where you're rolling from, but
Yeah,
beyond is in the bottom left.
Yeah, but D&D Beyond bottom left is a red
Nice. Got it.
dice.
There we go. 6.
6, and you're going to have a.
Was that strength or dex? I can't remember.
Depends on how you're set up as a bard. You're dex based. Yes. So
Plus 5. So yeah, dex is plus 5, so it'd be an 11.
Okay, that misses, unfortunately.
No worries. I will take my bonus action to cast or use my bardic inspiration. Let's see who's up next.
Quinoran.
Quinoran. Okay, I'll cast bardic inspiration on Quinoran then.
Okay.
That's my bonus action.
Lovely.
So Quinoran, that's a 1d6 extra die that you can add to attack rolls, saving throws, or ability checks anytime in the next 1 minute, I believe. Might be 10 minutes. I don't know.
10 minutes.
Combat will be over before that.
10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes. Perfect. So, Kalish, you're done? Quinoran,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I was thinking of casting a spell of Hellish Rebuke and see what happens.
Oh, I like it. So let me go look at that. Hellish Rebuke.
6.
Okay, so and you're casting it at that fire beetle right there.
Yes.
Let me go look at this spell. Point your finger at the creature.
Kitty.
Here, let me paste that up there. Hellish flames. Creatures must make a dexterity saving throw or takes 2d10. So let me go over here. Let me go to this guy and see what his saving throws are. Do, 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 do. 20. So he missed his saving throw, and you did 6 points of damage?
That's what it says.
I believe so, yes.
That is enough to take that guy out.
They're
You guys are moving through him too fast.
Can we eat the beetles?
You can eat it, Chetna.
There's a little bit of meat on the beetles, but you also notice that those glands, that they have 2 glands in the front, those continue to glow after they're dead, at least for the moment. In the interim, you're going to have...
Oh my gosh.
2 more beetles come charging into the room, so that everybody gets to do something.
Somebody plug that hole.
Oh, lovely. More.
I'm going to use some of my diatomaceous earth and sprinkle it in front of the hole.
I love it. Okay, so Quinn, do you have anything else? Do you want to move, or do you have bonus action? I don't see a bonus action. I don't see anything else.
Is there more to kill, or is that it?
Yeah, there's 2 more that just came in.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, that's fine. So we're up to Whiplash.
I'm going to run down here and swing at this guy.
Okay. Ooh, that's a hit. And yeah, you smash right through his carapace, and he's a bloody, steaming mess right now.
All right, and now I'll take my bonus action and swing at that guy.
Okay. Give me 2 hit roll. Man, you are hot tonight.
Get him, Whip.
So the wood elf fighter jumps across the room, smashes down through not 1 but 2 of the giant fire beetles, and their steaming heaps lay at your feet.
Cool.
The end.
The end.
Good job, Rack. I mean, Whip.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
well
reading
done,
what
Whip.
Rack said and thinking about Whip.
1 swing, 1 kill. Exactly. Okay. Do you want to do anything with the beetles? Do you want to look around the room?
We should at least inspect the beetles, right? Just
I
to
would
see
like
if
to
there's.
take some samples.
I was going to say there might be something there.
Scotty, what did you say?
That was me. I said that I would be interested
Oh.
in taking some samples. For
Yeah,
further
as you
investigation.
look at them, you give me a nature roll or survival roll.
Let's see. I can give you a nature roll.
Probably wouldn't have needed. Oh yeah, absolutely. So looking at these creatures, you're pretty confident that those fire glands, the glowing glands, could be removed pretty easily, and you suspect that they will continue to glow for some time.
Interesting.
And since you are in a dungeon, although I think everybody, I don't think there's any humans here, so I think you all have dark vision.
I do.
So you
I
don't
do
really
as well.
need the extra light source, but you could take them if you want. You can certainly take pieces of their carapace, mandibles, those types of things. If you want to take some samples, you certainly can pull out your dagger and take some pieces. The those glowing glands you suspect are probably the most worthwhile, but you know, if you have an apothecary friend or something like that, there might be some other value in some of the other parts.
Is that
of
something that Koro could use at all?
I don't think so.
No. I
That
know
would
he
make
likes
an
to
awesome
take weird
light, though.
things.
Bugbear monk. Yeah, he's more of a brewer. I don't know that any of these things would
Nothing to add any extra spice
And
to the brew.
brew up, right?
Brew up some
it's
potions.
stew. Can I
Make it-
check? He said that there was bottles that or jugs that were covered with lids. Could I check to see if those are water?
Yes. So in the room, as I said, there are inside the statues. There's a bunch of machinery, or at the bottom of the ladders, there's pulleys, gears, levers. There are also several large covered clay pots. As you look at the pots, it looks like they don't have water, but they once held oil, and you can suspect it's probably to lubricate the machinery going up and down in the towers. But it looks like at least one of the pots does have some oil left in it. They were, you can tell that they were sealed in wax, but it's been ages and ages, decades since anybody really used these, and so they're pretty dried out. But there is one of the clay-covered pots that there is a little bit of oil in the bottom of it. If you have rags or empty containers, you think you could probably rescue some of that. Otherwise, it's just oil. Nothing that's going to help your thirst.
Okay, you guys can go back to looking at your beetles. I just had to say it before we left.
Yep.
I'm just looking for water.
Good call, good call, good call. So, okay, you've defeated those beetles. There are 3 doors. Again, this is a 40 by 40 room. There's a door to the east where the beetles came from. There's a door in the northwest. And there's a door in the southwest. Otherwise, there's just the equipment, those ladders going up. There are doors in this room If you at some point wanted to come back here and use this as a resting space, you think that would probably be a good place to do that. So again, you have 3 exits. Where do you want to go?
Should we split?
Splitting is not a good idea.
We are one team.
Yes, I think you should split. I think that'd be great.
No.
Just a
When the
suggestion.
DM wants you to split, you stick together.
Fair enough.
Should we investigate where these bugs came from in case we need to come back here and use this as a resting spot?
They came from a hole, correct?
They came from this door.
Yep.
We can go look in there.
Okay. Who's going to go? And the door is open right now because the beetles were coming through. So who's going to go?
I can go if somebody wants to go with me.
Can we see anything down that hallway, or what can we see through the doorway from where we are?
Okay, hopefully you can see that area revealed now.
Yep.
What you see is a hallway that goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet. And you see a door to the south right here. Oh, I gotta get on my right tool. See a door to the south right here, and you see a door a little bit further down to the north right here. And then the passage goes to what looks to be a T at the end, with passages that probably go down to the north and south around these corners.
Just so we have somebody kind of, we don't have a thief in this crew. So I'm pretty good at finding traps. I can't unlock them or do anything. Is anybody else good at finding secret passages and maps or traps? Because I'm a +5 at it. So if you want me to, I can like walk forward and roll to see if I notice anything. I also have ultra vision, so I have very good vision in here.
I'm +2 on everything, but I'm not +5 blows me out of the water. However, I'm a 15 dex, 19 strength, so I don't know if that would help in the case we find a trap. I might be able to avoid it.
I have a +3 on investigation.
Then
I take that back. I'm +6 in athletics.
I am a 15 for dexterity and intelligence.
How much?
I think it says a 15. Yeah.
A 15 would be a +2 to his abilities then probably. So
yeah.
Why don't I just I'll lead, but I've got a horrific dexterity, so I don't need to touch anything, guys.
What?
Okay.
Because I will fall in any hole that we see. Just to let you guys know.
I have 13 + 1 dexterity.
Okay. I'll listen at this door. If that's okay. X-do.
At the one to the south?
No, we went through the
Oh my
bug door.
gosh. I just rolled a 25 on hearing anything on the other side of this door. If there's something alive in there, I'm going to hear it.
You do not hear
Roll the natural 20.
anything. You do not hear anything at that door.
Okay, guys, there is absolutely nothing I hear on this other side of this door. So why don't one of you guys go in there and see what's in it? And then I'm going to step away from the door and let me.
All right, I'll go in. I can't see.
Hang on just a second.
You might have
As
been killed.
the halfling wizard jumps into the fray.
Yeah, we may not want the wizard being the first one through the door.
Yeah, that was a bad call.
Oops.
Too late now. So what you see is a small room that may have once been the quarters of a cleric, but it looks like this has been abandoned for a long time. It contains musty, dust-covered furniture, a sleeping pallet, a writing desk with a wooden stool, and a chest. Otherwise, the room is empty as far as you can tell.
Should I investigate the room and roll an investigation, or is there absolutely nothing?
You can certainly investigate if you want to. Just give me an investigation roll. Yeah, I mean, you see, it just looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. There's the bed, there's the
I'm
desk,
right in the middle of something.
and there's a
The dog's
chest.
over. Hey,
So if you want to look at something specific, you can look at something specific. But
Nope, nothing to look in here. Who wants to go in the next room?
I'm gonna follow you in and just take my own little investigation just to be sure.
All
If
right.
there's a chest, we ought to open it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff in here that we should at least look at.
so
do you need me
So
to do an
who's gonna
investigation?
who's going to go open the chest?
I'm gonna go look at the chest and see if I see anything.
It looks
And I
like a
can
chest.
open the chest.
What? It looks what?
It looks like a chest.
I don't see
wooden.
any.
It's
I don't
wooden
see-
with some iron bangles that hold it together. There's a lock, but it doesn't appear to be locked.
I'm gonna nudge it with my foot.
Nudge it with your foot. Nothing jumps out at you.
All right, I'm gonna open it up.
Okay. Inside, you find a wooden holy symbol that looks like a balance. And there's some musty clothes and that stuff. But really, the only thing of value is that holy symbol. You think it might be worth 5 silver pieces. It's not super grandiose or anything, but that's really the only thing of value you find in that room.
Could I do like an intelligence think of trying to figure out what it is? Like what symbol it belongs to?
Give me a religion check. You make me work for this.
I'm good at religious stuff, so if you want me to look at it, I could probably tell you. See, or Ocean View.
Yeah.
Is it Ocean View or Sea View?
Ocean.
Ocean kind.
I'm sorry.
Ocean kind.
Quinn. Yeah, Ed, if you want to give me a religion check
Okay.
as well. Why not?
Well, boy, I rolled bad there.
There you go.
No, yeah. You don't get a lot more out of it than Quinn did. However, you think that it's probably related to one of those 3 statues that you saw at the very top of the pyramid, which you are starting to think are probably the gods that were worshipped in this city. And so it's looks like it's probably a holy symbol of one of the clerics that worshipped one of those gods. And this was his bedchamber. He's long since dead. It's been long since abandoned. And that's the only remaining trace of those people who used to live in the city.
I decided to take a peek over their shoulder. Anything I can tell?
Yeah.
Anything
you
extra?
think if I could find the list of the gods, I could tell you which one it is.
Well, you're looking up. Oh. I'm just going to listen to the door across the hall, but I won't open it until you find your gods. Rolled a 16 on listening to the other side. I'm guessing it's probably another closet room like this.
Yeah, so you're not exactly sure, but it's one of the gods. It looks reminiscent to the middle statue that you saw up above, which I'm sorry I can't find them, but it's one of those things. So it's just a holy symbol. So Ed, you got a 16 listening at that door.
Yes.
You think you might hear a little bit of shuffling, but then it goes away. So you're not positive that you heard anything, but you think maybe.
I'm gonna take a step back from it and say there's maybe something possibly making noise in there, and I'm gonna point at the door.
Do you want me to go in?
Sure.
I'm gonna go in. Slowly.
Okay.
Oh, there's the door.
As you open the door, similar to the other chamber that you were just in, this room contains an old bed, writing table, chair, and a chest. From the looks of the furniture, these quarters have been long abandoned. From behind the bed come scuffling sounds, and suddenly see the head of a large, pale blue lizard with orange spots. The photo that they give me doesn't look at all like that, but we're going to put it in here anyway. Maybe. Oh yeah. Just wait. Here's how I do it.
That's a cat.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the cat, but that's the picture they give me for what's called a giant lizard.
The lizard cat.
A scaly
that
cat.
artist sucks.
It's a scaly
symbol for the Black Panther.
Especially compared to the fire beetle, which was kind of creepy and scary. This is nothing, but yeah, that's the monster manual picture for a giant lizard. And you actually, as you enter the room, you see that there are two giant lizards in this room. But as the door opens up, they start moving forward.
Do I have time to shut the door?
Let's go to initiative, shall we?
Yeah. Why didn't I show up?
Did you have yourself highlighted?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I see you in there. You rolled a natural 1. You fell down.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, everything will be dead by then, hopefully.
Or maybe he's feeding himself to the lizards.
A lot of meat there.
Okay, we got Kalish, we got Ed, we got Whip, we got Quinn, we got Scotty.
Yes, chance they're herbivores.
That's it. So it looks like Kalish and Whip tied. Whip came in the room first, so I'm going to let you go.
Do we? I assume we want to fight these things, right? I don't want to just shut the door on them.
I say we fight them. There might be something cool in there.
Might as well fight them.
And
okay,
they have
I'm
meat
gonna go.
We can eat.
Oh, there you go, lizard meat. I'm gonna run in, and I'll swing to the one on the right first. This one.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I've moved things. Hold on. All actions. There it is. And I miss horribly with my first swing.
Yes, you do.
So I'm going to swing with my bonus. That looks better.
That's a hit.
With a 12 slashing.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Hang on. I got to get some scratch pad paper to keep track of this stuff here.
So tougher than the bug.
Yes, tougher than the bugs.
You're in between them.
Yep. But
And
you
you
all get to fight except for poor little
Oh.
Hottie before they get to. So hopefully you guys can take them out before they hurt me.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I can do.
Okay, Kalish, you're up.
All right, I'm going to move to the side of the doorway and then throw a dagger at them.
Oh, that's a miss, Kalish.
All right, I will use my bonus action to go ahead and do what is it? Bardic Inspiration on Whip.
Okay. Whip, that's 1d6 that you can use to attack, save, or an ability check.
Okie dokie.
Quinnerin, Mr. Oceanfair, you're up.
I will go into the room, and this one right here. Well, I can't tap them. But anyway, the one right in front of me, I will attempt to hit it with my quarterstaff.
Okay, give me a 2-hit roll.
Not to be a hoser, but you may have to be one more square closer.
No, I think the quarterstaff actually has enough reach.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh, cool.
I think it's a reach weapon. Right? Yeah, 10 foot.
Oh my gosh.
So you were fine where you're at, but it doesn't matter. Okay, 17 is a hit.
Woohoo!
And that is a 1d6. Unless you're
Don't
using
forget you have the. Well, and you also have the Bardic Inspiration from the last room, because we haven't passed 10 minutes, have we?
No, we have not passed 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But you can't use it for damage. You can use it to hit.
Okay.
Not to damage.
But not for damage.
I did
So
plus.
next to your attack roll, there should be a damage button. It's a 1d6.
Yes. Do that.
Click on that for your damage. And you were hitting the same one that Whip hit. So you do 1 point of damage. Okay. So it staggers him a little bit. And he kind of snarls at you somewhat. But that's it. Anything else that you have?
What the hell was that?
The hell's what?
I don't know. Something just sounded like it fell down upstairs.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I would like.
Should you check on your wife?
I would like to try and use my dagger.
I think the quarterstaff attack is your action.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you have dual weapons, you know, the attack and your bonus.
Yep.
If you click on bonus action, unless you have two. Oh yeah, and plus quarterstaff is two-handed, isn't it?
Well, you can use it one-handed or two-handed.
Okay. So bonus action, if you don't have two weapon fighting, you only get to attack once.
So Quinn, are you using it one-handed or two-handed? Because it doesn't look like you have a shield.
I'm looking at bonus actions. It says actions in combat, two weapon fighting.
Oh.
Yeah, but that doesn't actually. Everybody has that, and unless you have two weapons or two attacks. I think in the last one I let you guys do unarmed attacks as a second. I don't really think that's the way it's supposed to work. But if you're using it two-handed, then you did 4 points of damage instead of 1 point of damage, and that's better. He's still not down yet, but he's definitely bloodied and looking pretty worse for wear.
But it's your call.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think that's all you get. So
yeah.
With that, we move to that giant lizard.
The unhurt one, right?
This is the one that's injured. Give me just a second. Fight. So he is going to lunge at. Probably Quinn, because you just. Well, actually, let me do a 1-2 roll. Odd will be whips. Even will be Quinn. Whip. He's going to go to bite you. Is that going to work? So I think that second roll was erroneous. So he has a 14.
That's a miss. I don't see where you rolled, though. I only see a 1.
Oh. Yeah, because it's rolling those. Just to me for some reason. That's some setting that I've got.
That's fine.
So I rolled a 14. And
my armor class is 15.
And I think 3-foot climb. Yeah, that's all he gets to do. And then the other lizard also is going to target you. And he gets a 16.
That's a hit.
Man, I don't know why. Oh, it just takes a minute. So he does 7 points of damage.
7?
7 points of damage.
That's bullshit.
And that is the end of his turn. Scotty, you are up.
Holy smokes, I didn't think this would ever happen. All right. So I am going to go, what is it? I can go 4 spots in.
You can go all the way to the corner. I mean, I think those are 5s.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can go
you
farther.
Can get there for sure.
This one's still alive, right? The one I'm at?
Yep. This one's barely alive.
Injured.
This one is not hurt.
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to finish off this one with, let's see here, actions, attack. We're going to go with my short bow. Oh. That wasn't very good. Was that enough?
We're about to find out.
12 is not enough.
Oh my god.
Dang
Do
it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Did it just split into two?
There's
They're like
a
hydras.
there's a third one that came creeping out from under the bed.
Oh,
Oh.
come on.
And I don't have anything else I can do, do I?
Oy.
Oh wait, I have a spell. I have spells.
Yeah,
your
but
bonus.
you already took your action, so unless
Alright,
you have
well,
a
then
bonus action spell.
Then I'm done.
Okay.
I always forget I got spells.
Ed, did you get your turn? Or did
No, I
skip
did not.
you? Okay. Sorry, I skipped you. One you
That's
go.
all right. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's totally cool. I don't care. I'm going to flail the hider, and I'm also going to use my bonus attack that I can do 3 times a day. So I'm going to actually attack twice. But first, let's just go after the hider in case I get lucky.
That one in the corner that just came out.
Yeah, the top
Yes.
one right in front of me.
13 is a hit
So
for
now we
6
know.
points damage.
Good deal.
Okay, and your second attack?
And he's still alive.
Oh yeah.
Then I will use my second attack on hit the same guy. Ooh, a
22 hits. 9 points of damage. He is very bloodied, but he is not dead.
Oh man! I
Well,
want
we
to
know
make
they
this
have
guy
at
into a
least
belt.
17. They have at least 17 hit points because between Professor and I, we did 16 damage.
Yep, and Ed just did 15. Is that right? Yeah, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Whip, you're up.
All right, I'm going to go after this one and see if I can't finish him off.
$20 will hit, and 6 damage cleaves right through his scaly flesh and kills him.
All right, and then on my second attack, I am going to pivot,
Pivot!
and strike the one standing in front of me
Okay,
with any luck at all.
18 is a hit, 7 damage. You take a big, you put a big scar across his nose. It's bleeding, but he's definitely still alive, and now he's mad.
Now he's mad.
Now you did it.
Oh, Whip.
Kalish, you're up.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and move up here and slash at the one on the right with my short sword.
Okay.
That would be a negative.
8 is a miss.
All right, I will lose my last bardic inspiration. Let's see who's left. Ed.
Okay.
So
Oh, I should have been marking these. Let's do
Well, we know it's
this.
Professor Ed and myself, right?
Yep.
yeah, and that's it for me. That I get 3 for the before a rest, so that's all I've got.
Thank you.
We'll mark those. Go ahead and mark those with a little yellow dot. Okay, that's Kalish. Quinn, you're up.
Okay, let's see here. I am going to move in front of Kalish and attack the one on my left-hand side, the one that Whip was trying to attack, and I'm going to use my dagger this
Okay.
time.
Oh, that's a miss.
Dang it!
Oh, so did you roll twice, or what? What is that? I see two rolls. Piercing damage.
The first one was the damage. I think I did the hit one. The
Oh,
plus
okay.
3.
So if you rolled a 15, that will hit. And you were going at the one on the left?
My left-hand side, the one right in front of Whip.
Okay. So that does hit for 3 points of damage. He is very bloodied, but he is not dead yet.
Sticky poo-poo.
Which brings us back to Ed.
Jeepers. I am going to flail the only one that I can reach. The one I've been hitting. So here we go. Ouch. That was a 7. And can I use my bonus attack of my 3 attacks per day to get a bonus attack and hit it to try again?
Yes.
That was 21. I was going to use the Bard's of Inspiration, but I didn't need it that time.
And that's the one right in front of you?
Yep.
Okay, 21 hits, and with that, you kill him dead.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
We have meat on the menu tonight.
So he's out of there. There's one giant lizard remaining, and it's his turn. He is going to attack Whip again, because why not?
You're not even going to roll a d6? Come on, man. Come on, buddy.
What? No. He misses.
Yes.
He misses
I was almost a dead man.
terribly. Scotty Tuhati, you're up.
All right, I'll take care of him for you. All right. I can't tell where he is. Is he in the top left corner?
Yep.
Yes.
He's literally in front of me, right in front of me.
Okay, I'm gonna move over right here just to get a little closer.
Okay.
And so if I do a spell, can I also do an attack, or how does that work?
No.
Your spell is generally your attack.
And unless you are, the spell is the action, or an attack is an action, unless you have a, like in some cases you can do a spell and a cantrip if the cantrip is a bonus action, but typically it's a spell or an attack.
Okay. So then I am going to just do my action and my short bow.
Okay.
Scotty.
13 is a hit. And 8 points of damage.
That should do it.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Wah, wah.
That's I've got.
Ouch.
I think Whip, you did 7 last time, and Scotty just did 8.
What? But how much did
I think she hit the other one, right?
No, Professor hit him for something. 3.
No, he's not done yet.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Maybe he's the boss one. He's not.
He
dead
must
yet.
be the boss.
I believe it's an alpha male.
It's dead. Thanks, Ed.
He's got brighter colors than the rest. He's definitely in spawning mode.
Yeah,
Or
just look at him.
reptilian bozemanite.
All right, Whip, you're up.
I'm up. All right, I'm going to take a swing at that old boy. See what happens here. 12.
12's a miss.
Have
I was
inspiration.
going to use my. Oh yeah, I can do my bard. D6,
Okay.
right?
Way to go, Kalish.
Thank you for reminding me. Oh, damn it. 13.
Bards are awesome. That actually is enough to make it a hit.
Okay, so that means it was 6 slashing. Or do I
Okay.
re-roll? How does that work?
Nope, you're fine. With that bardic inspiration, you channel forth a little bit of extra energy to slide your blade into the creature's skull and leave him lying dead on the floor.
Woot, woot.
Gonzo. Dun, dun, dun.
Yay!
All right, who's good at butchering?
Not me.
I have a knife.
That's too messy.
It's too messy.
I'm too refined for butchery.
Do you have a if you had the Dragonborn Barbarian, I bet he could do it.
Too bad he's napping in the other room.
Yep. How big are these things? Let me see.
Scotty said he has a knife.
Well, we all have knives.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to cut them up, you could give me some nature or survival checks. I think it would be pretty easy to get some pieces of meat off of these things, at least enough to have a meal. You still don't have any water though.
Yeah, but he's probably juicy, so we could suck some fluids out of him.
There you go.
I could make him into a soup and then drink the broth.
I'm checking my water scan to see how much I have left.
I rolled a 13 plus 2.
I rolled a 12 for nature plus 1.
Let's see. I actually did the other day. Let me see. I swear I'll get organized with this stuff at some point. But I went through your inventories.
Oh my lord, no.
And yeah, I think you're pretty much out of water at this point. You might have a few drops left, but you will be able to get a little bit of sustenance out of this if you want to. Do you want to stay in this room? Do you want to go back to that main room that you started in? There's actually in that first room that you came into, that storage room with the 3 ladders, there is a brazier in that room. So it's like a little smelting pot where you can build a fire, and there's probably fire material in there.
Yeah, let's go over there.
Whip definitely needs some rest, and probably the rest of us too.
Well, I don't know how this works because I do have a bonus action, but we're not in fighting mode. But I have second wind, which I can use once per short rest and roll a 1d10 to get hit points back. How does that work? Do I have to be fighting for that to happen?
No. During a short rest, you can spend your hit dice to gain hit points back.
Should we take a short rest then?
that's true of all of us, right?
Yes.
That's not just second wind. Isn't just a.
Oh yeah, the second wind. Yeah, I mean you could use that.
Oops.
Even if even though you're not in combat, we're just coming out of combat. So if you want to refresh yourself, that works for me.
All right, so I'm going to roll a d10 just so you know what I'm rolling it for.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I honestly
disregard the
don't.
one I just did. I didn't mean to do that.
That's fine. Yeah, Whip. I honestly don't know exactly how it works, but ooh,
You jinxed me.
glorious.
Jeez, Whip. I guess you were hurting worse than we thought.
Right?
Does
So,
anybody have any healing? I don't.
What is a short
I
rest
do.
for you?
I can heal him if he's really bad, but I think we'd rather short rest it because I only have 2 heals.
Yeah, let's. I'll short rest it.
I'll-
Right?
I'm gonna heal when people pass out. I think. At this point of the game with only 2 heals.
Yeah. I mean, I was close. I was down to 6. So probably not my wisest move to jump between 2 of them with a 13 in hit point total.
Well, we get 2 short rests a day, so you can nap and get a lot of hit points back. I mean, you probably get them all back, and then we're back in the game. The short rests are an awesome new feature to this new Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, Ed, do you know for sure how that works? You got to blow hit dice, but resting.
I think you roll your hit dice and you get that many dice back.
Yes, something like that.
So, like if he's
Oh, that did it.
an 8-sided dice, he rolls the 8-sider and gets that many back. The heals are very weak in this game. The new version, the heals are pretty terrible.
Yeah, they're not super great. So a short rest is a period of downtime at least 1 hour long during which the character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds. A character can spend 1 or more hit dice at the end of the short rest up to the character's maximum number of hit dice, which is equal to the character's level. So you can have 1 die right now. For each hit die spent in this way, the player rolls the die and then adds the character's constitution modifier to it. That is the total number of hit points that you regain. So if you have a D10 for hit dice, you roll a D10 and add your constitution, D6, D8, whatever it is. So Whip is a fighter, you probably have a D10.
D10. It rolled it for me already.
Oh, that's right.
It gave me 11, so I'm back to full.
It looks like Whip's ready to do a water change.
Yeah. What is it doing up there?
You're just trying to keep some action going while we talk. I thought that was a plastic machete the whole time.
A see-through plastic machete.
Now it turns out you're just playing with your python.
Yeah.
Sometimes that needs to happen. Okay, guys, we're at 8:20. Do you want to break here? Do you want to keep going? How's everybody feeling?
For another half hour.
Yeah, let's go for another half hour.
Yeah,
okay,
let's do it.
To feed the fish for another hour, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, same here. So let's take a 5-minute break just to refill our waters and empty our bladders and whatever. And then we'll jump back on and we'll see where else you want to go.
Sounds good.
Cool.
I wish I had a cartoon or something for people to play or to watch.
Oh.
You do, but you probably don't have it loaded, right? You've got a couple of the shorts.
In the movies, being bitten by an animal gives you the superpowers of that animal, plus other powers. But in real life, the only power you get is the power to die. Learn the facts. Rabies kills nearly 4,000 Americans every 1,000 years. Rabies.
I cut you off before you even got to say to play these. Here's another PSA. Here's another PSA.
You had a tough day at the office, so you come home, make yourself some dinner, smother your kids, pop in a movie, maybe have a drink. It's fun, right? Wrong. Don't smother your kids.
And another PSA.
Oh, hey, I forgot my wallet. You stay here just for a second. I'll be right back, okay? Just stay there. Grandma.
And let's see. I have
You are
one
so
more
talented.
here.
You are so talented. I could never do these.
Well, thank you. Let's see what this one is. I'm almost afraid. That was I set that one up for the opener for Whip's new show. I made that for him. I have the little kid on a bicycle, but I'm not for sure where it is.
Knowing how to put on your helmet and how to strap it is a really important thing to know.
And anybody that would like to sponsor a PSA, just let me know and I will. It doesn't cost anything, but I'm having all my members be able to be sponsors before I let other people. It's like, because I don't know what to give sponsors for, or, people that are memberships. So I thought it'd be fun to let them sponsor those things.
Well, Ed, I'm a member. I'm a member, so have at it.
Okay, so you're going to be this week's. I was creating part of it today, so I haven't gotten done. They take a lot of time editing and getting it up just right.
I can only imagine.
But I do. I have part of it down already today, so that's good.
Nice.
I had to stop because I made cannelloni tonight.
Yummy.
Ooh. Do we still have one more minute? I'm going to get one of my tubes. I'm going to get a tube real quick because I had to leave it in the oven and come down here. And so only my folks got to eat it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. We're not on a real strict time limit here. As far as I know. Well,
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Welcome back.
Were we doing like a short rest or?
Yes. So if you go to your character sheet and at the very top in the black bar, there's a button for short rest. That
Yep.
will reset the appropriate things that reset on a short rest.
Sweet.
Is everybody back?
Yes.
It's
Ed is still getting his tubes or something like that.
Yes. Ed, Ed. Okay. Okay, so you take a short rest. It's at least an hour. You just, I think maybe spend the time carving up the giant lizards. And are you gonna eat some of that, or mess around with any of that, or?
I
Yep, I'm
guess.
gonna suck all the juices out.
Okay. So you have a fine meal of giant roasted lizard. So let me just catch up on my notes. Lizards. Short rest. And
My cannellonis today, but all I could find was these half tubes. So I made cannelloni nuggets.
Yummy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll mute this so you don't hear me.
That's fine. So going forward with this campaign, I kind of see this room that you're in right now, this entry room, as kind of like a safe room where you can always come back and retreat to. And characters who aren't able to make it in a certain week will just be hanging out in this room, as they did, Skipper and Killer Kitty, this Coral, just kind of we're hanging out here. So as people come and go out of this campaign, we'll go with 3 or 4 or 5 people. If we've got all 8 of the people that are signed up, we can certainly do that. But I see this as kind of a room where you can kind of fall back to and rest. So that's my vision of it anyway. After your short rest, do you want to do anything else? Or more importantly, what do you want to do next? Where do you want to go? Do you want to keep going the way you were going? Do you want to check out one of those other doors?
Before we do anything, I would like to go back, seeing as how we were in such a great hurry to get out of there. I'm going to go back in here and do an investigation. Just to see if there's anything in the chests, any hidden doorways, anything along those lines, except for I fell on my face, so I doubt I found anything.
Let's see. So what you do notice is that what you missed when you first came in the room and were confronted by those giant lizards, one of the giant lizards was actually in the process of consuming a body of a human who is wearing robes and this golden mask.
So one of the occults.
One of the occultists. Good call.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go. You go ahead.
I was going to roll an investigation to see if I could figure out anything as well. Checking it out with you.
Yeah. Okay. So what you notice is that this mask is kind of shaped like a bird, and it's made of gold, inlaid with gold at least, and you think it's probably worth around 80 gold pieces.
Nice.
Whoa.
Does it have any connection to the holy symbol we found in the other chest?
Yes, it's very similar. Absolutely. It looks like one of the gods that had been worshipped here in the ancient past.
Could there be any writing on the mask? Any ancient text?
Give me another investigation check.
Stand by.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
There is something.
Slowly getting better. 11 to 13 to 14.
Uh-huh.
So with a 14, you notice that on the wall above the bed, over here on this western wall, you notice that etched into the wall with a sharp object is a passage written in common that says, Barnabas Blade Cutter was here.
Oh no, not Blade Cutter.
Interesting.
Barnabas Blade Cutter was here. No idea
Can
who
I
that is.
check-
Never heard of him, but go ahead.
Can I check the body of the guy to see if he has a water skin or canteen of some sort?
He does not. It looks like he had a water skin, but it's empty.
And none of us see how these lizards got into the room. There's nothing to indicate a hidden doorway or a vent or something.
No.
Well, they must have come down that passage from somewhere, so we should probably go check that out.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can go wherever you want to go, but this was essentially, if you look around the room during your short rest, it looks pretty clear that those fire beetles were using this room as their lair. They were just wandering out, probably looking for food, but this is where they typically hang out. You get the sense.
In the big room?
Yeah, the room that you're in right now.
I'm in the little room.
Oh, yeah, the room that where you took the short rest, the bigger room, where you came down in the ladders.
Yeah. I got you.
You see little nesting areas, and you see some scat, and you see some bones and whatnot. It looks like that's where they typically hang out. And you didn't see signs of any others of their ilk as you were down that passage. Not to say there couldn't be more somewhere else, but in the immediate area, you feel fairly confident that you've taken care of that problem.
Can I ask somebody for help to move this bed into the main room so that way our hurt and sleeping people could use it?
Ooh, that's a great idea.
So pretend like the bed's over there now.
And there's another bed in that south room. I don't think I can move those on the map right now. But I'll look at what I can do.
With chairs and everything, we could make this into a nice little apartment.
I'm not so
Near
worried
as I
about.
can tell, there's still 2 doors, right? There's 2 doors to investigate.
Yep. Yeah, so there's a door
like
to the northwest where Ed is at. There's a door to the southwest, and then there's the continuing north-south passage to the east where you went down and investigated those rooms.
I think we should go that way.
I do as well. Should we, continue to the east where we were.
Because we're running out of space that direction, so it might clear it pretty quick.
Okay.
When while I'm here, can I just listen at this door before we go down, just to see if there's noise?
What door?
That northwest.
The one that I'm standing at.
Sure.
Oh my gosh! I rolled another natural 20.
Wow.
Nice.
You don't hear anything coming through that door.
Okay.
No
now
sound.
I'll run down and catch up with everybody.
Okay. So when you get to the end of that corridor, you can go to the left, to the north, or the right, to the south. Which way would you like to go?
Left.
Left?
Left.
I don't see.
Left. Okay.
We don't see that, Xanadu, just so you know. We're
Huh?
using our brains, apparently.
Yeah, we
'cause
can't see.
It just dead ends right there where
Theater
we're
in our
standing.
mind.
I know it dead ends right there. We're going to fix that right now.
Oh, look at that.
There
Oh,
we
wow.
go.
Oh, look at that.
Hang on, let me go to my map and see what else. Oh. 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 That's interesting. Okay. As you go up, it looks like this corridor dead ends at the end of this hallway.
Oh, I'm going to turn around.
I'm gonna go to the end and investigate further.
I'm following
Okay.
you, Scotty.
Give me an investigation roll or a perception roll.
I know nothing.
Yeah, you don't see anything amiss. It looks like the stonework looks identical to what you've seen in the couple of passages that you've been in already. You don't notice anything else out of the ordinary.
I am going to back her up and just kind of look around myself.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ooh. So, Whip, even with your pretty good perception and a nice roll, you also don't see anything amiss or out of the ordinary with this.
So they just built a hallway that goes nowhere.
Yep.
That's
Well,
brilliant.
again, remember that you're within the constructs of a pyramid, right? And it's a stepped pyramid, so the very top layer is a little bit smaller. The next layer, I'm not sure in my camera, sorry. So each layer will get progressively a little bit larger. But yeah, it seems strange that you get the sense that this is, at the outer edge of the pyramid. But yeah, it's a hallway that goes nowhere. And I will say, just as an aside, in this module, again, this is an old school module that was written, 30 years ago or whatever. And there are some things in here that don't make sense. Like, where did those burgers come from? What are they eating during the day? There's some of those things, but you just suspend your disbelief. And yeah, as far as you can tell, there's nothing at the end of this corridor.
Is
All
that
right.
entrance to Ed's left, where Kalish is? Is that an entrance to something?
Right here.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
Kalish is.
It looks like a door.
This is a door, right?
It is not a door. It is not a door.
Oh.
It is not a door.
I'm going
Is it
down
a-
here with Ed.
Is it a window?
Nope.
Is it a weak spot in the mortar?
No. I think I probably just don't have that little chunk revealed.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go.
All right.
There's a wall there.
Shall we go to the south?
Yes.
Go to the south. We can go to the south. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. Okay. You see a long hallway. At the very end, you can make out this statue. See a statue at the end. There's also a door right here, just before the end of the hallway, like 20 feet before the end of the hallway. And there's also a door right here. You guys can see that.
I would like to investigate this statue.
Investigate what?
I would like to observe the statue, investigate it.
The statue. Please stand by while I find the statue. At the end of the corridor, you see a glittering statue. The statue appears to be a smaller version of the bearded man wielding a lightning bolt that you saw on top of the pyramid. So this is also similar to the to that holy symbol that you saw. It was probably the balance with a guy with lightning bolts on each side. So it's definitely one of the gods or leaders, at least, of this city back in the day.
Where's Kitty when we need her? She likes touching things.
Right?
Oh, Lordy.
So the statue is glittering. It looks like it might be made of gold.
Oh.
Of gold?
Shiny.
It's about 6 feet tall.
I'm gonna go to this door and do a perception check.
Well, just hold your horses. We might be very, very wealthy right now.
I agree with Whip, Scotty.
We have a 6-foot statue possibly made of gold.
Have you learned nothing? You must go slow, or you will get yourself killed.
The question is how to move it.
Well, we'd have to disable it or dismantle it, not disable it. Not like snapping the head off a god.
As you look closer at the statue, you realize that it is actually a wooden statue covered in gold paint.
Oh,
I'm gonna go to this door and roll a perception check.
Which door? This door?
The one I'm at. I think I'm at one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're close enough.
All
right, give me a perception check.
That ain't gonna percept anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you don't hear anything.
You tripped and fell into the door, man.
The creatures on the other side, however, just heard you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Bum, bum, bum.
But yeah, so Scotty, you get nothing at listening at the door.
Could I push Scotty to the side and do a perception check myself and see if I hear him?
Yes, absolutely.
Where are the doors? Are these the doors or are these the doors?
The door is right here. It should look a little thinner.
Yeah,
I know. I actually have. So these are the new upgraded maps, but I actually have the old black and white or blue and white maps that are actually a little bit easier to read. And I thought about dropping in, but I didn't.
As long as we know where it's at.
Pretty much. So you come 5, 10, 15, 20 feet out from the end of that hallway, and right after that and right before that are 2 doors on that western wall.
I'll check this one, see if I have any better luck.
You listen to this southern door, okay?
Yeah.
What do you got?
That's better.
15. That's right on the cusp. You think you hear something, like maybe some muffled voices, but there's definitely no like super active, loud noises. It's all very like hushed conversations that you
I'm
can
gonna
hear.
let everyone know that there's people in there.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Okay, so you have two doors. You heard something at one of them, nothing at the other one. What do you do?
I'm gonna ask Ed to come and open the door.
Do we have Ed with us?
Is Ed even here? Where's Ed?
I cannot click on my character anymore. What the hell is happening?
I don't know. You might need to refresh.
Yeah, there it goes. I got it.
What in the hell?
I am struggling to scroll this map. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, Roll20 is not absolutely my favorite. I mean, it works pretty well, but it's funky. I know Chris has problems all the time.
Yeah,
with
all the
this
time.
thing.
Yeah. So, Scotty heard something at the southern door.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, where
I'm gonna see if I can stealthily open it without anybody hearing. Just crack it open very, very slowly.
Okay. That southern door?
The southern door.
Okay.
That's pretty stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
So
It may not
as
matter,
you,
depending on what's on the other side.
as you crack the door open, let me reveal. Let's reveal a slice. Oh, wait. Down here. Hang on. Yeah, I almost want to use these other maps because it can be easier to see. So as you enter this room, I'm just going to reveal it all.
Uh-oh.
You see this room has 3 double bunk beds along the southern wall. 6 men loiter around the room, engaged in conversation. All wear chainmail armor over blue tunics. Each man also wears a steel helmet and a golden mask. Very similar, by the way, to the mask that you found in that other room just up to the north. These look like a long-haired, bearded man with a stern gaze. Ed, do you want to pop up that picture I sent you earlier? These guys.
Hey.
They're dudes wearing chainmail armor, and they have swords and shields and these weird masks. And they definitely look like part of a cult. As you walk in the room, they kind of you start to look at you and kind of put their hands towards their weapons, but they're not immediately aggressive. You see, again, there are 6. No, there are 5. 5 of them in here. 5 of them in here, and they all wear these blue robes with chainmail, and they all have these masks on, and they're all just kind of sitting around their bunks, like playing cards, hanging out, just chillax
with their masks on.
And you come in, and they look up at you, and you look at them, and what do?
Roll an initiative.
Okay.
Well, somebody probably with a high intimidation, or what's the other one that you use?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. If it just talk to them and see if you can determine whether we need to even fight these dudes.
I have a +5 intimidation.
Oh.
Okay. Give me an intimidation roll.
Stand by.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
No? Oh?
Eh.
And so Scotty, give me a little bit, or Quinn, give me a little bit about what your intimidation approach is. What do you say to them?
What would I say?
Yeah, it's old school. There's actually role playing involved. Huh?
I'm good at this. Okay.
You are good at it. I know you are.
Intimidating. See, I'm an intellectual, okay? So that's why I'm confused as to why my intimidation is so high. But anyway.
Intimidate them with your brains.
Because you're lofty, smarty.
I would say, well, gentlemen, may I please have your attention?
So
why are you here?
So you see this guy down here at the south end with the extra red dot. He's a little bit more imposing than the others. And he steps forward and he says, "Greetings, adventurers. My name is Canadius. I am Grand Master of the Brotherhood of Gorm, an ancient deity who we worship in this pyramid. We rarely get adventurers. I'm sure you're hungry and thirsty. Perhaps we can help you."
Huh.
There's no need for violence and bloodshed. We are a peaceful order who worship Gorm and defend ourselves as needed, but we have no need to fight with you. We have no quarrel with you. It's rare that we get adventurers into this pyramid. In fact, we largely forget that there's even a world that exists outside of this pyramid.
How do you survive in here if you don't even go outside? Where do you get your food and water?
Ah, indeed. You've just entered our temple complex. You have no understanding of the scope. This pyramid goes down several levels. There are, in addition to us, the Brotherhood of Gorm, who are all humans, by the way. We are worshippers of Gorm, but there are two other groups of humans who live in this pyramid. It's a vast pyramid. It goes many layers deep, and below the pyramid are ancient tunnels that go into a huge underground valley with a lake. And if you've ever heard about the Underdark, it's quite likely that those lower levels of the pyramid hook up to the Underdark. We exist mainly on the top layers. There are plenty of random monsters. There are the underground city has a lake where we get our water. There are funguses and molds that sustain us. Occasionally wandering monsters and other critters that we are able to secure. The underground city, far below where we're at right now, also has some farming plots, and we're able to trade with them from time to time for supplies.
You say ancient. How ancient are we talking?
God. Okay. Good question. I gotta find the name of the stupid city. The city of Synodoscia.
Oh, yeah.
Synodoscia, hundreds of years ago, was a thriving city. We
What
had
happened?
a glorious king and queen who built a large settlement of trade and commerce. After they died, we built this pyramid in honor of their passing. Rumors have it that as the construction neared the end of its course, the miners dug too deep and unveiled a dark power hidden in the under realms of this complex. Which, Ed, it's interesting that your little thumbnail had the octopus guy, Leviathan, Lovecraftian kind of thing, because as Candarius starts to elude the story, you begin to put together some pieces, and it seems like at the base of this complex is some ancient, evil, dark, tentacled creature. And there
Hey,
are.
check your
Go ahead, Whip.
check your green room.
Check your green room. Oh, that means.
Backstage.
Oh yeah, I can't do that. Ed's got to do that.
Oh, Ed,
Who am I look? Yes. What are you? I think
is
everybody's
anybody waiting?
here. Did somebody leave?
No, Rose just blipped up onto my screen.
Oh. Yeah, Killer, where are you at? Get in here.
She just popped up on the thing on the bottom there.
She just popped in.
Maybe she got distracted. She'll be back in a minute. That'd be cool if she comes
She
in.
may have bad internet because she might be driving in her car.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, there she is. Yay!
Yay! Now we're only missing
Oh, we live.
Yes, I've been watching off and on. Y'all did great against the Beatles.
Thank you.
Against the Beatles, yes. The Lizards almost got us.
Well, gee golly, thanks.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead. Continue, Mr. Xanadu.
So you get the sense that these guys are like not totally like down with you guys being here, but they're also not super antagonistic. They're like, we rarely see people. It's weird, complex, but we've been here for a long time, and this is just what we do. We monitor our areas. We kill wandering monsters that come in. We try to fight these other groups. So he talks about this tentacled monster that they unearthed way down below, whose name is Zargon. There's actually another group of humanoids further down in the temple, he tells you, who worship Zargon, and so we're kind of at war with them. There's also a group of female wizard warriors on the level below. We generally get along okay with them, but sometimes have, fights over resources and whatnot, but largely we get along. So this is a city that was built at least 100 years ago. It's been washed over by the sands of time and the sands of the desert. These are forgotten people that are lost and kind of just existing on their own in this pretty huge pyramid complex. And Canadian or whatever his name is, says, we mostly keep to the upper levels, but we do have a shrine in the hidden city far below the temple. It's very dangerous down there, though. But we do have food, we do have water, we do have supplies. We're always looking for members to join our group. If any of you fighter types want to join up, we're happy to add you to our ranks. And then we would be more than happy to share our supplies in trade with you if you need food or water or weapons. We are pretty well provisioned, having been down here for many years.
So tell me what was the deal with the half-eaten dude down the hall, and why are you all stuffed into this little room when there's an abandoned room around the corner?
Oh, these are our sleeping chambers. We have storerooms and other facilities. We have areas that we use on lower levels of the pyramid as well. This is just 2 small rooms that we occupy. You found Howard. He's been missing for a couple of days. The pyramid includes a lot of dangerous monsters. It includes a lot of traps. We send out scouts and groups of people. Usually they come back. Sometimes they don't. Howard has been missing for a couple of days, so it sounds like you found him with the lizards up the hallway. We've kept that door locked. I don't know why he would have gone in there, but that's sad. That's sad. It's unfortunate.
What's going on next door?
I'm gonna run and grab Howard's parts and bring him back.
I'm gonna start talking to one of them and asking them about their god gourd and trying to, ingratiate myself and seem curious about everything they're really into right now.
I'm gonna go with Cody V here. He says, "Dude, these creeps are hiding something." I agree.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. I don't trust these people.
I think I just learned on my character sheet that I have acid splash. I want to splash them with acid. We have Rose with us now. Let's take these people out and drink their water.
Wait. Before you,
she's like, whoa.
Yeah. Before you splash them with acid, did you say they're going like GOND?
Oh my God, Ed, I love that.
Can we figure something out before we try and kill them?
Was their god? Is it GOND? Is that how you spell their god's name? Or is it a different god?
No, hang on. Hang on. Gorm. GORM.
Okay. Different gods then. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. You can do whatever you want. I'm not part of this cult.
We might want to join the guys with the water. If they're telling us the truth, we might want to pretend like we're them just to get their junk.
I would still be cautious.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I really want to join their cult, though.
But do we really want them? If we're going to occupy the room to the upper left, do we really want them hanging around down here?
No, I want to kill them.
I mean, they don't seem aggressive.
They let Howard die, or whatever.
Exactly.
But we need water, and if we can find out where the water is first,
we'll find it.
Then you can kill her.
I agree with that.
So as Scotty pulls out his hands and starts to gesture his incantation, the leader says, wait. No, there's no need for violence. We certainly have you outnumbered. But there's no need for violence. We're happy to share the materials that we have. We can show you where to get water. But if you choose violence, we're happy to fight you. Intruders in our area, we've been here for many, many, many years.
I just gesture to everybody, no, not yet, not yet.
Can we sample your water, please?
Certainly, certainly. He reaches on his back hip and he pulls out a water skin and he hands it to you. Please drink, drink. If you traveled through the desert, you are probably thirsty. We have plenty of water. There's an underground lake. It's a long ways away. It's hard to get to and dangerous to get to, but we do regular excursions and have water that we're happy to share.
I could test the water.
I have. Do dwarves have resistance to poison? Is that right? Am I remembering that wrong?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
It might say right above on your character sheet, like mine has defenses. I can't be put to sleep. Do you have anything like that on?
Advantage on saves against poisons and a resistant against poison damage. So I don't mind to drink it.
Okay.
See if I feel funny.
You drink the water. It is very clean, very clear, very refreshing. After being a couple of days without water, it is absolute heaven on your lips and tongue.
Nice. This is amazing stuff, guys. You got to try this.
All right, twist my arm.
So the leader will say again, reiterating, please, please, we have no need to be at arms against each other. Have some water, rest, relax, regroup yourselves. This pyramid is full of dangers and full of trepidation. As I said, there are evil worshippers of the evil god. There is a group of female wizard warriors down below. There are a number of people, but we are friendly, and we have no reason to have hostilities against you.
Can I use my deception check to see if I detect any kind of hint of,
Yeah.
lying or?
Give me a perception check.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
12. You think that they're, you think that they're on the level. They seem pretty legit. I mean, they have you outnumbered as you're having this conversation. By the way, the door to the north opens up, and another 6 of these guys come out and kind of stand around. So there's 11 of them and 5 of you, and they're all kind of standing around just like, hey, new people in the neighborhood. Nobody seems like they want to attack you or kill you or take your stuff. They seem like very open and receptive to, dialogue and we're happy to share our water.
I'm just going to keep acting like a cute little halfling and asking him questions about their really interesting deity.
Gorm the Mighty. Where the hell do I find information on Gorm the Mighty?
I'm just trying to make friends. I don't really care what they have to say.
So essentially you get the idea that this is a city that was built hundreds of years ago until the leader died and it kind of fell apart. They built the pyramid in honor of their leader, and then it all kind of fell apart and got swallowed by the sands of time. And all of these people have been for decades hanging out in this pyramid and the underground city labyrinth that's way below. And they just exist. They find enough water. They find enough food. Again, with these old school modules, there's things that don't necessarily make sense. Like, where do these creatures come from? I don't know. Nobody knows, but they're here. They get
They
in and
dug too
out.
deep. They're coming in from the bottom.
They could be coming in from the bottom. There could be all kinds of, little separate chambers where they can get into the area. But there's enough activity that we can sustain ourselves and exist and continue to worship our god Gorm, whoever he is.
Where is Squirm?
Where is Gorm? Gorm is long dead. However, his spirit exists. Now, there is, I mentioned earlier, Zargon. Zargon is the evil creature who lives in the depths below the pyramid, below the lost city. And he has another group of followers and worshipers who, man, you don't want to meet those guys. They're all wigged out on drugs and they're just crazy and they don't know what's going on, but they just blindly worship this demon like creature exactly like that. The bloody eyeballs coming down. Yes, they're exactly like that. That's so awesome.
And I don't know where you get these.
I love that you do that. Okay.
But again, we get very few visitors, adventurers. We know the territory a little bit, but we don't venture too far out because it's dangerous. There are monsters all around in this pyramid. So we kind of keep to ourselves.
We get it.
And we've got, routes that we, secure and protect and, are fairly safe. But the rest of the pyramid, there's probably a lot of treasure out there. We have enough that we don't really need to go adventuring per se. But if you find, depending if you want to adventure and explore the area, the pyramid, anything that you find that we see value in, we'd be happy to trade with you in the future, and we can set up a relationship where we don't have to kill each other and we can be at least agnostic friends, if not friends.
But Howard is dead. Why did you let Howard go by himself? Like, there's so many of you. You couldn't send someone with him?
Well, Howard was sadly one of our lead scouts.
Oh my goodness.
He regularly explored the lower levels. We think that he encountered the Ceridesians. Those are the cult that worship Zargon, who do all the drugs. We think that he got in over his head and had some problems. He wandered off in the middle of the night. He was lost. We couldn't justify a scouting party to go look for him. So it is sad news that he is gone, but he chose his fate, and Gorm will embrace him in the afterlife, and he will be fine. But no, he made his choices. We could not expend the resources to go look for him. It is unfortunate.
Do you
But
have a library in this town?
no. We have not explored the entire complex because it's too dangerous. But as far as I know, there is no library.
So do they want to hire us to kill this other group? Has that been laid on the table?
Well, they don't necessarily want to hire you for that, but they will if anybody wants to join their group. You can do an initiation process and then become part of their group, and there may be other secrets and other things. But they are, they're not at open war with the Synodicians, which are the Zargon cult worshippers. There's also the female mage warriors that they sometimes have conflicts with, but by and large, they kind of have a stasis in the pyramid where, sometimes they have turf wars or conflicts. One or two of them will get killed, but it's not open warfare. They don't necessarily have the animosity to want to go take out these other groups, but they probably would not be opposed if you wanted to go do that. But whether or not they can pay you for it, if you ask the question, the response will be, "Oh, we are simple, monks and worshipers. We don't have a lot of resources other than the basics that we need: food and water." And again, if you remember that photo, they're all wearing these elaborate gold masks that are kind of like part of the costume of the worshippers of Gorm. But other than that,
can I tell if those masks are wood and gold paint like the statue, or if they're actual gold?
It's really hard to tell just by looking at them. I think if we go back to so I think what you found on Howard was a wooden mask, but it had gold inlays, stripes, and so that mask was worth about 80 gold pieces. So you can make a leap of logic and assume that all of these masks are probably wood shells with gold inlays and are probably worth, 80 or so gold pieces per, if you wanted to attack them and take all their masks.
I wasn't going to go there.
Nope.
What is part of the initiation process?
They do have you vastly outnumbered, by the way.
I think we could take 2 each. Pretty sure.
That's what I was.
Yeah, maybe you can. One hit and I'm dead.
Powerful.
I'm good, thank
I
you.
think it would benefit us just to use them.
What's
Like,
the
they
initiation?
could keep getting enough water.
So do we
can
get
just
the
keep
impression
getting us
that
water.
if we went after these other groups, maybe they would possibly help us out a little bit?
Yes.
Not all cults are bad cults.
Yes.
I have heard as much as I want to hear. If I hear much more, I'm going to start siding with Scotty.
Yeah, I have no interest in joining them.
I don't either. I would like to go see what the temple has left in it, and we will tell them we'll be back.
I'll be back.
Okay.
And take my hand.
I'm going to thank them for all of the information and ask them if they have any supplies or water to spare.
They can give you 2 water skins, which is enough to keep the party going for at least a day.
Who did that? I couldn't recognize the voice. Was it Caleb? You are smart.
Yep.
I'm looking to get the hell out of here, and you're getting water for us.
What are they looking to trade for if we run across it? Is there anything they seek?
Oh, Ed.
Excellent question.
How dare you ask me
All
that?
right. Never mind.
The pyramid contains, we suspect the pyramid contains a host of treasures related to our god Gorm. Any of those that are returned to us would be greatly appreciated. Certainly, any treasure that you find that you want to trade for food or water, we're happy to accept that. But I have to tell you, this pyramid is a scary place. It's full of traps, it's full of monsters, and we'll be surprised to see you come back with anything. But we wish you the best of luck, and I'm glad we didn't have to fight. We look forward to you coming back and trading with us whatever you have to offer.
I thank them for the water and wish them a good day as we exit.
Okay.
And he said good day.
Good day.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
Arrivederci.
Ocean, do you need healing?
What?
Does Ocean need healing? You said something about getting killed in one shot.
Oh, no. He just must be low on hit points, that's all.
No, I'm just a little tiny halfling that, only has 7 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord. I thought I was in trouble going down to 7. Eee.
So just as an aside, part of the conversation, he will tell you any fighter class, fighters, rangers, paladins, monks of lawful alignment are the types of members that they're looking for. There is an initiation, and they have a secret. He says there's a secret chamber in the lower levels where we do the ceremony. But you're certainly willing to, take your time and think about it. We don't expect everyone to join up with us right away, but we always welcome new members.
I bet they do.
Doesn't look like they got any girls either, so.
Yeah.
Not going to that.
No, but they did say that further down below in the temple, there's another faction of female wizard warriors. So apparently it's a pretty
let's go there.
There you go. Have at it.
Not a fighter, not a wizard. I guess I'll just stay with my little halfling buddies.
Oh.
Well, you have a couple here at least to coexist with, so. Because I think you and Kalish are both halflings.
Yes.
And we have a couple of half elves. Drow, dwarf, dragonborn, and a bugbear. So yeah, 2 halflings, 2 half elves. No humans. And that's
Robin.
Yeah, we don't really seem to fit in with these guys too much, do we?
Yeah, like
I agree.
They're human. They analyze this god Gorm. They wear these long flowing robes and these golden masks. They're kind of weird, but they seem mostly harmless, right? And willing to trade and not, attacking you straight out. So
They got water. That's all I care.
And they got water, and they shared some water with you.
So, are we going back to this big room?
Yeah, I'm like rubbing this door that I don't hear anything behind.
Which door?
The one we're standing next to.
Door. I rolled a natural 20 to hear nothing on that other side of that door. That was earlier today.
Oh, this door way back up here in this other room. Yeah, you don't hear anything up there. No. Nothing going on.
Oh. Do we got time? Whip, you want to walk through it?
I'll walk through it.
Okay, hang on just a second. Let me show you what you see. There it is. So you see a corridor, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 40, like 40 feet long.
There it is.
With walls on each side, and then it looks like it turns turns a corner here and goes up to another passageway.
What do you guys want to do? You want me to walk on down there, or do you want to go through the other door and see what's behind door number 2?
Is
With
there
her-
arms hanging out of the wall?
Might as well go.
Again, I'll talk.
No, there are not. No, there are not
Looks like
arms.
it,
There are not
Hey,
arms out of there. Definitely not.
You are revealing stuff before we get down there.
Definitely not any arms hanging out. Nope. Nope.
Okay,
because-
well, I'll just follow with.
Because here's the thing. Regardless of what you thought you saw, there's no door there that you can see. So,
Gotcha.
Oh, cool.
so you can go experience.
Sorry,
it
my
for-
perception was a luck.
All right, well, let's see what happens.
Here's my map. Okay.
Can I hear down this hallway?
You got to go one more.
Yeah, I'll move there.
So, as you walk down the hallway, you don't hear anything. You don't notice anything. It's a standard stone pyramid. The ceilings are about 8-10 feet high. There's nothing really out of the ordinary that catches your attention as you walk down here. Okay, I'm actually gonna get rid of this initiative thing that I had because you avoided that fight. Thank goodness. Okay,
we walk
so
down the hall.
as you come up to the corner, yeah, oh my God, I love the little videos. That's super cool. Hang on, let me get over here to my controls. So as you turn the corner, you see this hallway goes another. Oh, I don't screw it up. Yeah, I have to be careful about how much I reveal, apparently. So the hallway goes down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet ish, and then looks to turn a corner. You don't see any doors or anything else on this corridor.
I want to stealth up to the corner and see if I can peek around.
Okay. As you sneak around the corner, you can see the hallway goes down another 40 or 50 feet or so. And it looks again like it turns to the south, but there is a door about halfway on the southern wall.
Can I check the door?
All right.
Check the door,
Mr.
check the door,
Sensitive,
check the
no,
door. Yeah, give me a perception check.
I rolled a 10.
That work?
You listen at the door. You don't hear anything.
You don't
I'm
hear
also
anything,
gonna see
guys.
if I can figure anything out. Check the door, look around for traps.
I'm gonna step to the back.
Okay. Is anybody gonna go open the door?
Is
What I
Yes.
need.
anybody in there?
I'll open it.
Yeah. That's what you're here for.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
Let's just go in. Let's be brave. Let's be brave.
Get on it. Get on it.
Do it.
So, wait, what room is this again? Hang on, I gotta find the map. So this room contains rotting bales of what might have been cloth and dusty crates. The room smells like it has been sealed for a long time. It looks like an old storage room. There's crates that contained food, bales that once held clothing, but pretty much everything in here looks pretty rotted and pretty wasted. You don't see anything else of interest on initial glance. You could probably break up the wooden crates and pull back to your main room for firewood if you needed. But on first examination, it just looks like, it seems like nobody has been in here for ages, like decades. It's covered with dirt and dust and mold and decay. It seems like nobody's been here for a long, long, long time.
I'm going to go over here to the side, and I want to dig in a little deeper. There could be hidden treasures. Can I roll an investigation, maybe?
Investigation or perception, whichever you prefer.
Investigation. Because that's how good I am.
Absolutely. 14. Oh, that's decent. I mean, from what you can tell, there's really nothing. Like, you had high hopes about, there might be some like hidden little valuable bauble down here. You know, on your examination, you really don't see anything. It looks like a room that has not been touched in, probably decades, and all of this material is old and kind of decrepit.
I'm out.
If you will.
Can we roll to see who can break the most crates?
Yeah.
All right. Highest roll breaks the most crates. The winner.
Are we going athletics, or what are we doing?
I was just going to do straight D20, but it's up to the
I
DM.
think it's straight D20, but yeah, I like it. Let's see.
Good.
Everybody give me a D20.
All right.
It's
Rose
so
pulls out her
funny.
long sword, flips it in the air, catches it, starts hacking.
I don't even know how to do a D20.
Yeah. So if you're in D&D Beyond, in the lower left-hand corner, there's a red die. And you can just click that and scroll up and click what you want. There's also a similar thing in Roll20 at the bottom of the little menu at the left where you can roll also.
Whip is kicking all our butts.
Oh, yeah. I kind of dance on top of the crates for a couple minutes, kicking a couple corners and go back to what I was doing.
Hey, we got a winner.
Scotty, that's not a
Ooh,
D20.
Yeah,
It's 3D20.
Oh, wait.
Ed is the big winner, unless Scotty wants to re-roll his because he rolled 3 of them.
How about this one?
Scotty the halfling wizard. Let's go
Yeah,
with
that's
some
better.
kind of mad magic.
You're right. He gets a 33 out of 20.
Absolutely, like this entire row of crates like goes up in flames. Like this entire row, it goes up in flames. Like this whole thing, like just is obliterated. And
We are in a stone pyramid, right?
Yup.
Okay, just checking.
It's basically a furnace.
And that video threw me off, man.
Yeah, there's a bit of smoke in the room, but it's probably not enough to really cause problems. But you probably don't want to stick around that room for super long. Maybe close the door behind you. You don't find anything of value, of interest. You just burn it, and there you go.
What do we see down here?
Okay, continuing on. This passage turns to the south, and it goes about 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 foot, 30. And it looks like it turns to the east, which would be your left if you're coming down that hallway.
I'm going to come down and do a perception check to see if I hear anything.
Okay, give me a perception check. Oh, you know what? I totally did that wrong. Shit. Sorry. Hang on just a second.
I was going to say, I feel like we're in a room we shouldn't be in.
This is where the hallway goes.
Oh.
And this is where there's nothing at all.
Nothing to see here, people. Keep moving.
Move along.
Apparently, we can walk through walls now.
Hang on. Let me see that. Okay. Does that
Temporary bonus ability.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
All good.
So you're in a 10-foot wide by 20-foot hallway that comes down here and then turns to your left.
Okay.
Scott, you want to do perception check again?
All right.
And you see the hallway continues another 30 or 40 feet. And then you believe that it turns to the north at the end of the hallway, but there is also a door right here.
Well, I'm down here and did a 17.
Are you at the door or are you around the corner?
I'm at the corner.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me show you what you see down there. What you see down that hallway is
toilets.
Oh, cool. Perfect. I needed that.
There are 3 pottery jars.
Oh,
they're
that's
each about 4 feet tall, and they're just sitting at the end of the hallway.
I can only imagine what kind of meme Ed is going to come up with for this one.
Yep, you can't. No. There again is a door right here on the north wall, and there's a door right here on the east wall of that chamber.
I would like to investigate those pottery.
Okay.
The toilets.
The toilets, yes.
Each of these pottery bars is 4 feet tall.
Oh, that's tall.
Yeah, they're big jars.
Even for real life, Scotty, that's tall.
Good thing I have good aim.
Do you want to just examine them, or do you want to open them, or what?
Oh,
what?
jeez.
I would like to open them to see if there's anything of value.
In the toilet?
Yes, Scotty, in the toilet.
You never know.
Yeah, they're not actually toilets, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So the first jar on the left is about half full of sand. The other 2 are empty, dry and empty. It looks like they, may have once contained water, but if somebody gives me a perception check, you might be able to try to figure out what they're here for. But one's full of sand and 2 are empty, so it might not be important what they're here
Yeah, I
for.
really know nothing tonight.
Let me do a perception.
You're too
check.
busy dancing.
Kicking crates.
Oh,
So sand and empty. So that's all you get. So there is, so it's kind of a nothing going on with those containers, but there is a door to the right on the east, and there is this door to the north on this hallway.
I'm gonna go to this
And-
door and listen.
The one to the east.
Yes.
Stand by. Stand by.
And I got a 15.
Nice.
Scotty's on a roll.
So you don't hear anything at that door.
I'll let somebody else open it.
I'll open it.
Well, go ahead. Do what you want to do.
Who's doing what?
Ocean's going through the door.
Ocean kind will open the door. Take it for the team.
I'll cover
Hey.
my eyes.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Ocean, as you open the door, you see a 20 by 20 foot room that is covered with green, oozing slime.
Shut the door.
Yep. Just open it, close it back.
Shut the door. Give me a athletics check, please.
Hang on. Dang it.
Oh no.
Oh, you're not very athletic.
Oh, so you struggle with it, and this green slime ooze stuff starts to trickle out through the doorway and head towards you.
Can I jump in and
Who
help
else
try
is
and
gonna
slam the
try to
door?
do something?
I have two ideas. First, I'm going to see if I can be athletic and
Push Ocean kind in and then shut the door.
there we go. I got let the muscles in.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing, sucker.
He's
Yeah,
like,
there's
no,
nothing there.
no,
Go on.
no, you're not doing that to me. I'm moving over here.
What were in those vials?
Sand and then nothing. One of them's half filled with sand.
Sand,
All right.
and then they were empty. It looks like they maybe held water at some point, but there's nothing.
What if
and then
what
there's
if
a
we-
green slime in this room, and Scotty is able to. What?
Nothing, go ahead.
What?
She said nothing.
So
You heard nothing.
Scotty, you're able with 17. You're able to slam that door shut. You can pull women out of the way if you want to. And you see a little bit of green slime try to, eke out underneath the door, but it really can't get to you, so you're okay.
Okay. I am fast, so I'm going to leave that area and I'm going to go to this door and listen.
Okay. This door.
Can I drag the one that's half filled with sand and just dump the sand in front of this door to make sure it can't get out?
Oh, yeah.
Is this like an
Absolutely.
ooze monster kind of situation? This freaked
Yep.
me out.
Yep, it is. It is.
That's what I was
Give me either a strength or an athletics check, and if somebody wants to help, you can certainly do that.
I'll
And meanwhile, I came to the door and rolled a
16.
17.
Okay. You don't hear anything at the doorway, Scotty, and Killer Kitty Rose. You were able to get that jar over to the doorway and spill the contents out so that the green slime doesn't have as much opportunity to get out. So you feel fairly confident that you're safe from that, at least for the time being.
Okay. Without Oceankind's weak help.
No, that was actually a good call, Killer Kitty.
Hey, Ocean Kind. Scotty
Rose.
didn't hear anything at this door. Do you want to go through it?
No, I'm good. Scotty can have at it.
Can I stealth the
I
door
volunteer
open and see
Scotty
if I
to go
can
through.
just barely peek?
Just barely peek. You know, you
Yeah,
can't
just
barely-
like crack the door, just kind of like use my stealth to see if I could see anything inside.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
stealth.
hell no.
Yeah, you're stealthy.
Oh boy.
As you open the door, you just even a little crack, you see that this looks like another storeroom where in the middle of the room there are probably half a dozen small crates, and seated on top of the crates are about a dozen 1 foot tall elven like humanoids with gossamer wings. They're just sitting around drinking coffee and having chit chat and talking in a strange musical language. They're definitely Fey type characters. Somebody who has some outdoors experience would probably recognize them right out the door as sprites. And so there are about 10 little sprites in this room. And as you open the door, they all kind of fly up off their lofts and hover in their corner, and and they're talking back and forth in Sylvan. So they're chattering.
Anybody know Sylvan?
Does anybody in the party speak Sylvan or Elf?
I speak Elvish, Goblin, and Orc.
It looks like Ed has Sylvan.
Yeah, because I'm weird.
And
good
Elvish.
Elvish.
Whiplash has Elvish.
I have Elvish.
Cora, Cornan, Quinnerin actually speaks Sylvan as well. And
Who would think to pick that?
yeah, who would?
I'm going.
It might be
I'm
part of.
gonna.
Might be part of their build for all we know.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights on the ceiling to enchant them.
Oh,
Can you understand what they say before you do that?
Yeah, that's. You said we could understand
Maybe, but
those.
I thought this would be fun.
Is it enchanting
Yeah,
like work like a bug zapper? Is that the fear?
I guess I'll listen to them before I cast my spell, but I thought they would enjoy it.
can you? Let me go look at that. Exactly what that is.
I have
Just
a couple
was,
stuff that could help here too.
I would
I'll
like to
put it
put
up there.
it. I can cast a light on something, and I can pick the color. So I'm going to go with purple and pink colors on the ceiling.
Okay, so those of you who can understand Sylvan, the language that they're talking in, they're all kind of like, oh, and Betsy did this, and Rosemary did this, and as you come in the room, they're like, oh, strangers, intruders, guests, what do we do? And then you cast dancing lights, and they're like, oh, such pretty lights. We like the pretty lights.
See, I know my fairies.
What are who are these strangers that come into our territory? Welcome, friends.
And then can I come in and spray him with acid?
No.
No, Scotty, not yet.
Not yet.
Hey, could you guys tell us where we can find some water anywhere around?
Oh,
We're just passing through.
Well, so let me read you the description first. Above and beyond the shit that I just made up. So, the formal description: this room seems drier than the rest of the pyramid. In the center of the room are a half a dozen small crates. Seated on the crates are these nearly dozen 1 foot tall elven-like humanoid creatures with gossamer wings, talking in a strange musical language and laughing merrily. So there's crates in the middle. They're there, and you say what to them? Can you
Howdy, we're
show us
just
how to get
passing
water?
through. I was wondering if you guys could tell us where we could find a little liquid refreshment, because we're a little chapped.
Ah, yes. There is, deep in the bowels of the pyramid, there's a hidden city with a large lake. However, there are many humanoid creatures like yourself who regularly traverse those areas and likely have water closer to where you are at. If you strike up a deal or otherwise access those resources, that would be easier. It's a long, dark journey down to the hidden lake. Few survive that journey.
Can you show us?
No. You must find your own way. We're happy here in our area.
I'm going to. Can I look at my coins and see which one is the shiniest one, and kind of, I'll put it in my mouth and clean it off and make it really shiny and say, I'll trade.
Sparklies. We like sparklies. Yes. We can tell you how to get to water, but it is a dangerous down many levels before you get to the lake. You're much more likely to have interactions with the other humanoids who already go down there and can bring water back. But there is, on this level of the pyramid, in the far southwest corner, is the access to the lower levels. You can certainly go there and take your chances, but
I'm going to hand them the shiny coin.
So the one pixie or sprite that's talking comes out, grabs it out of your hands, and then flies up into the northeast corner, and you see a little like 10 or 12-inch little hole, like pipe thing, and he or she or it grabs the coin and flies out through that tunnel. The rest of the sprites that are there giggle a little bit. Humans, or not humans, elves and halflings and a lot of groups. We're happy to have you here. We hope you don't die in the pyramid.
What?
Well, thank you. We hope you don't die either.
We won't die. We've been here for ages. We know our way around.
And then can I do a spell of burning hands?
Jeez.
Yeah, you can try.
Oh,
Wait, I
Scotty.
want to leave the room if he does.
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
back away,
We're gonna
please?
move away.
Yeah, give me a 2-hit roll, Scotty.
All right, let's see here. I hit here, and then
Give me
here.
a 1.
Yeah.
DC 12. Unfortunately, that misses, and
Ow.
you see a group of 4 or 5 of these sprites kind of tack off on like wherever you try to cast that. They dodge out of the way, and you see the sprites kind of put their hands to their heads together in a little circle, and suddenly, Scotty, your boots are cemented to the floor. And the sprites laugh and laugh and laugh. Look at the little piggy stuck in his mouth. And they all fly out through the little hole that the other one went out through.
All right, who's gonna break Scotty free?
I think I flew out with the fairies. Right? My token.
Yeah, I can't help you.
Did I miss you? Did I take you out too?
Fairies so kidding.
This is all because of you,
God.
Scotty.
Now I need to figure out how to get you back. Oh shit.
It's good. Keep going. Yeah, I'll move away. All right, go ahead.
Yes. Get out of the way.
I was wondering what you guys were talking about. Now I see what you have.
They all fly out,
I'm back.
and Scotty is stuck. Now you're gonna spend, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes or whatever trying to get him out. Whatever you're gonna do, it's not gonna work. After 5 or 10 minutes, the spell negates and you're able to free him. But if you don't know already, sprites are notoriously little fiendish creatures that like to screw with people. And
Karma's
you want
right.
to attack them, they're going to screw with you a little bit too. So they're gone. In the room, if you want to investigate, there are 6 crates in the middle. If you want to investigate those.
Now I get a 17.
There you
We
go.
might as well.
Well, we do this.
They found nothing.
Hang on. Let me do. I gotta go do this. I gotta figure out what you find. 66 on a 2, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 2, and 1, 1. So as you look at the 6 crates, you find largely they're just junk, rotted garbage.
Of course.
But one of the containers has what you think are maybe fireworks or some kind of like incendiary device. Like there were 6 of them, and only one of them has anything that's left of value. But it looks like they might be like fireworks or other incendiary devices, and they're packed in sawdust. And that's what you see. There's some fireworks in there. If you want to explain a little bit more, you can investigate what those firework pieces might be, how you might use them.
I
If
think I'll
somebody
give
else
him-
has an investigation check or something.
I'll
I
do
gotta
an
get ready
investigation.
to sign off.
Nice check.
Nice.
Ooh,
So
that's a nice check.
you think that you are the what is your character? Oh, you're the warlock. Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense. So the warlock and also Kalish, where are you? Oh, you're the bard. Yeah, both of you look at this and you think these look like some kind of incendiary devices. You think that you could get some like just from this one crate. You think that you could get some like just flashbang powder, or you could get some Roman candles. There are some just small strings of firecrackers. So there are, let me just roll a couple of things and tell you what you actually get. Um, 1d6. So you have, if somebody wants to write this down, you have 4 charges of flash powder, and we'll need to figure out what that actually is and how you use it. You have 5 Roman candles. You have 1 skyrocket. And and 6 strings of small firecrackers.
I think we should keep that stuff.
Oh
Yeah. I think you should keep all that stuff.
So that was 4 flash powder, 5 skyrockets, and what?
4 flash powder, 5 Roman candles, 1 skyrocket, and 6 small firecrackers.
Can you repeat that, Killer?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. 4 flash powder, 5 Roman candles, 1 skyrocket, and 6 small firecrackers.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to write that down too, so that we all have it. 1 skyrocket.
Who keeps our inventory now that X2 is our DM?
God,
I don't know.
I think by asking that question, Killer Kitty, you may have just volunteered.
That's very generous.
Yep, dude.
6 firecrackers. Is that what we had? 6 firecrackers?
6 small firecrackers. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that could be fun later on.
So you already have this down. You have to do it now.
Oh, hi, CJ.
No,
CJ
and Killer Kitty, before you were here,
Slideshow.
we had a couple of questions come up about the gods and the statues that were out front, and I'm like, Killer Kitty has them written down. They're in my book somewhere, but I don't know if I can find them, and I couldn't find them. But I know, So yeah, you're the de facto. Unless we want to nominate Kalish, since she's the bard.
Yeah, I nominate Kalish.
That's not fair. I didn't mean to do that, Kalish. That's not fair. No, Killer,
Okay, if I'm not working, I'll do it.
And you know what? I keep track of stuff too, so it's not a big deal. And I actually need to go do some research and figure out what all those things do when you get to a point where you want to use them. So I've got them written down.
They go bang.
Big boom.
All right, guys, ladies, I gotta go.
Are you done?
I gotta be done. It's
Oh yeah, it's 10 o'clock. We've been going a while. So do you wanna go back to that main room and kind of recombobulate yourselves?
Yes.
We can drag some firewood back there and start a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a brazier.
Yeah, there is a brazier.
Did we leave
there.
anything left to burn?
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of. This room up here where you tried to do whatever you tried to do. There's tons of pallets and boxes. I mean, there's plenty of wood around that you can get. There's desks and tables in these little bedroom areas that you can drag in here, and you can drag the beds in here, and you can set up a little sleeping compound, and you can. Yeah, it should be fairly secure and safe. At least until next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. I think that's a good place to end it. You actually accomplished a lot tonight. You got through probably half, maybe a little over half of this level. You encountered the first of the humanoids that live in this area and didn't get killed by them. You avoided the green slime trap. Yeah, there were a lot of things could have gone bad this session, but yeah, you guys did really well. And I think you're in a good position. You've got some of this space explored. You've made contact with one of the groups. You were just told by the Pixies that the southwest corner, which is the area you haven't explored yet, is the passage down into the lower levels. If you're so inclined to go down to the lower levels, that's the way that you might want to go next session, which again, I think will be next Tuesday because Chris, I think, is out again next Tuesday. So we can plan to pick this up again, and whoever is available can play. And who's ever not can, screw off and catch us next time. But you know what? But I do want to say I appreciate all of you for being here. Again, I'm a new DM. This is I'm having a lot of super fun. Tormenting you guys just a little bit. So
you're doing amazing.
I appreciate it.
Well,
at least I don't think I came close to killing anybody yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You whittled me down to about half, and then we won.
Yeah, you were fine. No risk, but yeah,
It's all fine.
Thank you everyone for joining us. I haven't
fine.
been watching
I'm
chat,
fine.
so I don't know who's in there, but anybody who watched us and
Holy hell!
give Ed
There's
a
50
like.
people in there.
Oh, what?
How
could
many?
that be?
My phone says 15.
Wow.
Yes,
What?
You had 19 earlier.
Yeah, we
Holy
got Storm Riders. We got Cody V, who's actually playing in a campaign with one of his kids, I think. We got
Awesome.
Craig, CJ Black, Jenny, Johnny at
Johnny.
Dan's Vic. Holy crap!
You got 36
Oh my
likes.
gosh, Johnny. At
Ugh.
one point, we had 22 people watching at one moment.
They
Wow.
were crazy.
Oh,
It's
and
more
Doug
than
just
last
came
time.
in.
More than last time, definitely.
That was probably when we were talking about fish.
All right.
Well,
I think it's time.
Thank you guys. Thank you everyone. This is a lot of fun. I'm
Bye.
really enjoying it. And